Wait, did I actually click that? No, I didn't. Yeah, so, I thought it was like 57. And then I looked at the time and it was 9. I was like, oh, fuck. Hi, Elder. Hi, Ranu. I need like 3 more minutes of setup. I am not ready. Hello, hello. I kind of sneered at you when I said that. That wasn't intentional. That was kind of just me, like, walking. Do I have double jump? No, I don't. Can I get up on the buildings? That'd be nice. I don't think I can. We'll do here. Do right here. Actually, oh. There we go. It was, I know you hate me. I hate this joke. Nope, nope, I want this one. Pins one, flying, behavior. Nope, not smooth. I mean, it can't be smooth. I put myself right here. Oh, there's purple lightning. I should have turned that off, but I didn't. And then 2. Flying behavior, auto level pitch. That's why we do that with our feet. It turns out your feet aren't always lined up as well as you think they are. That's good. Okay. Okay. Cameras should be all good now. I put this here. I put that here. Morningland, Kneecapland. Hi, Techno. Kneecapland, what the fuck? Did Yulind see my 2 memes? I sent him memes 2 hours and 10 hours ago. Huh? I think I saw them. Check again. Memes. The one at 7 a.m.? Oh, okay, both of them. I think I saw the first one. And I don't remember what I thought of it. And then I saw the second one. And I was like, yeah. Oh, no, not this one. I want that there. Part. Hi, Leon. Hi, Juice. You're exceptionally cute today. Your morning voice is cute, too. Blah. Blah. Hi, Kiark. Hi, Komi. Who wins? 1 Techno or 280 Yulinds? Well, it would only take 1 Yulind to win, so... How deep? What do you mean, how deep, huh? Okay, let's start stretching. Let us do our knee lifts. Oh god, it's fucking Monday. How did this happen? How did the week and then weekend go by so fast? Balls deep. Are you guys good? I feel like you're just saying random shit today. Hi, Tech. I don't know. One Yulind versus one Leon equals one Leon gives up because Yulind is so cute. I'm just yapping. Uh-huh. Ankle lifts. Oh. Hi, Noodles. Are you at a rest stop? I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy to me, Noodles. If I start a road trip, I would just be driving the whole time. Probably because I slept the weekend and time flies by so fast when I sleep. No. You're not driving, are you? You better not be driving. Hi, Dark Pikachu. Teehee? That's... Noodles, that's not really a teehee. That's like... That's like, please don't be driving. Drive safely. You're a VIB. They don't care about you. I'm yawning so much. Where did the carrot go? Bet they're oh, they're over there. Oh, very important being Yulind. Hi, Celticidae. Where were we? We did the leg stretches. So we're at the arm pulls. Remember that families give multiplier when you hit them? Hi, Joe. I love when my phone stops taking my inputs for no reason. It's not frustrating at all when trying to type. Very important bingle. What my phone will do now and then, I've had it happen like 3 times. I'll be typing something in, and it'll just like close the keyboard. Like it just, you know, I've got the keyboard up, you know, click, 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 and then it just closes. And like, usually it doesn't, but one time it's like wiped everything I said, and I was like, what the fuck, man, this stinks. Hi, Pixel. Hoi hoi, y'all, I'm here now. Oh. Hi, Pixel. Oh. Hi, Sikaru. We're at lunges. I was kind of productive yesterday. I didn't get anything done, but I started 2 things. I purchased Miltina on Booth, and I have that in Unity, and I have the hair added to it, and that is started. I have started the Miltina swap. I very quickly realized I fucked something up. He had a list, chat. I also recorded Southern Stranglethorn. And that's all recorded. I just didn't do any of the editing for it. Good morning, Mr. Walker. Hi, Vav. I don't know how much you caught yesterday, but it's this every day. What is that you? Drool? She veil on my thorn until I strangle. Hi, Friday Fables. Yerp. Ugh. I think we have one more lunch. Ugh. Ugh. Hi, Chewy. Stranglethorn Veil. It's so funny to me. I never level there. Hi, Zuby. I always avoid those zones like the fucking plague. Because back in my day... How do you know a vanilla player from World of Warcraft played vanilla? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Back in my day, Stranglethorn Vale was like the death zone. You go there and like there's rogue stealth everywhere to kill you. Hour early, Lind. I want to get a shower and go lecture, so I shall lurk until I go. Okay. Lecture. I assume that's for college. Enjoy your shower. Think of me. Reindeer. What are we at? Oh, we're at hamstrings. Good night, Shirtland. Good night, Elder. Back in my day. Yeah. Oh. Hi, Wrath. I mean, classic, that still rings true. Except it always ended up being around the camp up north. Strangling my thorn to you. They already made that joke. Get off my lawn, Lind. Stranglethorn Vale, 20 years ago, was just rogues everywhere. If you were going there for any reason on an alt, you brought your main nearby. So you would bring your high-level character, log out in Stranglethorn, and then you would switch to your alt and level as that. And if somebody started fucking with you, you'd switch characters and go kill them on your main. That was the recommended play. I don't know that I've even gone through Southern Stranglethorn. No, I had to have, because I have the lore achievement. So I had to have at some point just rushed down the quest to get these out of the way. But that is one of the zones. It's I don't like being here. Back in my day, the TVs need a little smack to function. Lurk. Streakland maintained off to Workland. I hope it goes fast, Techno. Toe touches. We are at toe touches. Pixel, I did see that video of the trackers. It's just somebody had sent them to me, and so I'd watched it. And then when you put it in the Discord, I was kind of just in a conversation with somebody. But I did see them. God, they look good. Although, I think I saw that somebody was like, these will cost $700. And I was like, the fuck? $700 for trackers? Ugh. On Questy, Stranglethorn has one of the highest total counts in terms of quests, and it scales from level 30s to level 58. Good lord. Where did... Oh, it's down there. That is... God, that's so many. Granted, mostly it goes up to 50-ish, but at 58 there's 3 quests that come in from other zones. Hi, Trogdor. Joining stream. That noise is the first thing I hear. I'm not allowed to make noise, guys. From now on, this is a mute stream. We can't make noises. I immediately make a noise after teasing that we're not making noises anymore. Yippee, he says. What the fuck, Juice? Ow. But I like Yulind voice, it's calming. Yeah. Ugh. I don't think I make any particularly noises one way or the other. I don't think they're calming. I hope they're not annoying. Ow. 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 Don't hurt your hip. Wow, you're just on fire today, Trogdor. You said 2 things, and you're teasing me twice already. Cami stretch. Hi, Global. Do I have to lick your arm? No. Whatever the fuck you're gonna finish this sentence with, no. To get you to watch my videos like Pixel? I watch your videos! What the fuck do you mean? I literally, except for the one video that was 50 minutes long, I watched everything you sent me, Global. Whoa. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We need to go on a little journey first. We need to go on a little journey real quick. Foamy, we'll be right back. Respawn. We gotta go to the fucking settings and turn off the purple lightning. Because it's driving me crazy. Random pink lightning. Okay. I'm hoping that was all I needed to turn off. That shit was like... it kept hitting me. Well, at least your splits are getting better. Hi, Hobbit. Hobbit, I've been eager to talk to you today. What should I do about that outfit not matching Miltina? Oh, time to leave early. Nope, you're already here. Well, you can leave early, but like, you know, you're already here. Would it be bad to like get the outfit, get like the one that's closest to Miltina, ask a friend to fit it for you? God damn it. That stinks. Okay. Okay. Where was I? I was here. And I moved back a little bit. Okay. Either that or learn it yourself for this one thing. I have no idea what this map is, but I'm guessing it's something from the War Within. It is! This is the most recent patch. So, the skybox is way wrong. The creator for this just... I don't think they know how to get World of Warcraft skyboxes. But they do know how to get, like, the raw building files and ground files for zones in WoW. So, War Within, it launches with 4 zones. There's the Isle of Dorn. There is the Ringing Deeps. There's Hallowfall, and there's Oz-Kahet. Isle of Dorn is basically the Isle. Under that, you've got the 3 underground zones. It's a very earthen-themed area. They then add a 5th zone, Undermine, which was, you know, the Goblin area. Then they added, and the story was that you deal with the spiders that are allied with the Void and Zalteth. You then deal with the goblins who, they were fixing the Dark Heart or something that had been cracked, but it contains, like, a shit ton of Void energy. They did that for Zalteth, and then we beat them up, but she still got the Dark Heart. You then come here. You find out that Zalteth is trying to resurrect Dimensius, the, like, a fucking void god that eats planets. You come here to Koresh. This is the homeworld of the Ethereals. And you actually come in at a portal at that big building over there. It's kind of hard to see because there's a lot of fucking shit going on, but the big blue flame, that's the top of the building, and this building over here, on the other side of it is a big ass portal. You come in that portal, and you this is kind of like a city area. The actual city part is in there. It's literally just like a town in there, and that's the only thing that's treated like a city. The rest of all this behind me is like questing area, kind of like Suramar was. And then on the other side of the building over that way is a bunch of desert and dunes. It's a pretty big zone. There's a lot of ethereals, there's a lot of void stuff, and it is the final raid of War Within. It's a pretty zone. I'm going to make a walking video of it somewhat soonish. Either that or learn it yourself for this one thing. God damn it. Shouldn't be that hard since you want it for flat chests. Whoever you get to do it or pay for them, dude doesn't have to worry about transferring over PB. Hi, Zenny. I love listening to you and talking about their passion. I don't know if I'd call WoW lore my passion. Although I guess I can't say that because I know a lot of it. Where were we at? We did cami stretch. So we're at squats. Oh boy, we're at squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was watching a video this morning of a YouTuber that plays. He plays a lot of like ARPGs, like Diablo and Path of Exile. His name is Darth Microtransaction. He was playing Warframe for the first time. Well, sort of the first time. Apparently he'd played it a lot like 10 years ago. He had like Necros Prime and stuff. But didn't touch it for 10 years. It was like kind of the new player experience. It was kind of neat watching him look at the codex and see all the new Warframes. He's like, what's going on with this guy? What's going on with that thing? Hi, Ganna. Has the femboy made any more squeaky toy sounds? No. All I know about WoW is that Blizzard owns it. There's a movie and Yulind likes it. I think I did one squat and immediately stopped to keep yapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shame. 1, 2, 3, 4. That stretch was a mistake? What do you mean that stretch was a mistake? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I slept so much yesterday. We did our walk, or we didn't have that much to sleep. We didn't have that much sleep going into it. We had been a little hungover, and then we had max incline. After that, I slept for like 4 fucking hours in VR. I got up from that and I was still like not tired but very low energy. Stretch my back and now I'm dealing with pain. Ah, your stretch. How much time did I sleep at night? I think I went to bed at 3 and I woke up at 8, so 5 hours. I got 9 hours of sleep yesterday. That's too much. I don't like getting 9 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like getting 7 hours of sleep. 9 hours makes me feel like I lost some time in the day. 3, 4, 5. 7, 8 optimal for adults. Yeah. I'm not too like upset about getting 9 yesterday because you know I definitely not gotten enough the day before, so it's kind of like I was making up a bit. But if I regularly got 9, I'd be like, oh, this stinks. Ugh, I got a quick drink. Yeah, I've always heard 8. I'd say I usually get about 7. There was a point in my life where I was getting like 4 to 5. That was in college. That was bad of me. It does suck when you sleep a lot. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one of those things where in the moment it's great, right? When you wake up from a 3-hour nap in VR, you're cuddling somebody, and you just fall back asleep for another 2 hours, you're like, this fucking rules. But then you get nothing done in the day, and you're like, ah, shit, I can't be doing that. Ugh. My throat just feels scratchy today, and I don't like it. 12 is not normal, Noodles. Don't get 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Harley. 85. Oh my god, that's so much. We are at the planking thing. But I suck. You literally suck at sleeping. How are you getting 12 hours of sleep? All I ever hear from you, Noodles, is, I have insomnia. I couldn't fall asleep again. How the fuck are you getting 12? I usually see the sleep now as an act of fate. Unity or blender work? I rather not. Every 2 awake? I see. I see. I was doing Unity work yesterday, Harley. Unity. Because I know that more than Blender. Blender's not scary, but... Want to trade sleeping patterns, Noodles? 27 start. 3 minutes. I'm going to be the dog Pluto tomorrow when I go to work. Celebrating Halloween early for a contest. That'll be fun. I never participated in office stuff and work stuff. They'd be like, hey, come in costume. And I was like, I'm going as a cubicle office worker. And they're like, you're boring. And I was like, no. I think I just have more things than this going on. Yeah. I feel heavy today. 1 minute down. 2 more minutes to go. Yulind stream on Halloween? I stream every day, Leon. So, yeah, probably. 5 hours? Yeah, that's me. That's not enough, Ganna. Halfway done. 90 more seconds. Oh my god. What was that? The stream cut out and all I heard was my name? That's not enough, Ganna. You need to get a little bit more sleep. Hi, Lunny. I'll double you. 10 hours is too much. 2 minutes down. 1 minute to go. My body really wanted to say 1 more hour to go. I was like, 2 minutes down. Don't say 1 hour. Don't say 1 hour. Don't say 1 hour. 45 seconds. I know. Oh my god. 30 more seconds. Guys, I hate plinking. True, but I like Americans. Okay. 20 seconds. Hi, Lunny. Wave. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Americans aren't real, except Yulind. 1, okay, 1, hi Furisu. 2, If there's only one American, it's not fucking me. I am not the most patriotic American out there. No Starbucks for you? I don't drink coffee. Why would I go to Starbucks? You can get milk there. You can get milk that they'll put cinnamon in. America. 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 I don't drink milk. Why would I get milk? What the fuck, Farisu? Deadland. Not patriotic. Yeah, that's exactly why you are real. Like cocoa. They have other things that aren't coffee. True, you are a dream. I was talking about Farisu a bunch last night. Because I got on Monster Hunter to get some new Udra tickets. And Giraffe joined me. And so we talked shit on Farisu for like 2 hours. While also talking shit on the randoms in our hunts that kept fucking dying. We of like 4 or 5 hunts, we failed 3 just because of randoms. Deserved, honestly. You know damn well we didn't speak badly about you. You know damn well both of us adore you. What is it that Eto and Oni always do? I'm going to this. Goodbye. I love you. You're really important to me. Bitch. I'll be back walking my mom to work. Okay. They call me a cat. Yeah, but I was thinking of the thing where like they say the nicest, sweetest stuff to each other. And then they turn around. They turn around so like they're walking away. And then their head looks just back like this. So you can only see like their mouth and maybe a corner of their eye. And they go, bitch. And then they keep walking. Hi, Foss. Yulind, my arms are killing me. Ow. Hi, Devilgated. Farisu, Fossy. Let's get walking. We are ready to start. Where's Zuby? I need to talk about body mods and tattoos. I think they said they would BRB. Don't push it too much, Farisu. He really doesn't like that. Also, Farisu, look where I am. You're supposed to be like, oh, I love this place. Blizzard ruined it. Blizzard didn't give us ethereals. Germans SMH. We click this. This. Yeah, I can't enjoy it. You liked this zone. You just haven't been here in like a month because there's been no need to. It's no Duskwood? I didn't say it was Duskwood. Farisu, there's like 150 zones in WoW. You cannot be so negative that it's like Duskwood or D tier. If you think Duskwood is the only good zone, if you think there's less than 5 good zones, you're cooked. You're cooked, Farisu. That's all there is to it. I had to single-handedly move around a full-size fridge yesterday. Oh, that sucks. Hi, air. Hi, Germans. That's Smitchy. I can't enjoy it. It's no Duskwood. Duskwood, can we get a Duskwood video today? You can yap to me. I have fuck all to say about those, really, but I'll listen. Yeah, I like Ghostlands too. And wow, there are like 15 good zones. Ice Crown, Pretty Pong. Just think, one day Freaks who is gonna have VR and join for walkies. She has VR. She could join for walkies. She has a really fucked up headset that barely works. And And I think it's either her hands. I think one or both of her hands are dead. I don't really want her to join for VR. Well, I mean, okay, personally, I would love for her to join. But I don't think she wants to join. Oh boy, walking time. I just hate using dildo controllers in a headset that hurts my head. Yeah. Dude, I fucking hate the dildo controllers. I can't even use them anymore. I literally am unable to use my Vive wands. Just think one day she'll have working VR. Anna? Are you good? This is Northern Lenosha. Ganna ignoring the conversation. There's a few of those, Frisu. There's a few of those, and that's fine. They mean well. We all came here for Duskwood, not this. Actually, Frisu, this zone is far more important than Duskwood was because it has lore implications in history that are far more meaningful and relevant to the story of Final Fantasy XIV than Duskwood ever tried to be. Find me one person who prefers this to Duskwood. Well, anybody that plays Final Fantasy and doesn't like WoW. Like, I guarantee you Foss will be like, me, I like everything Final Fantasy and hate WoW, so I like it more. So right there's one. Foss isn't a person, they are a plant. Oh my goodness, you can't say that. She's out of line, but she's right. Foss is a fucking plant. Fucking wrecked. I've never seen, what was it, Winter Soldier? Or whatever the show was. But I fucking love that line. Agreed, but 14 is better than WoW 2. I don't know what Duskwood even looks like. But you're a woman. Breaks in door plant. Duskwood is like this cursed, bleak forest. It's got spider webs all over the trees. There's zombies and Worgen running all over the zone. There's a big-ass cursed graveyard. Yulind and I went shopping for groceries and got pumpkin cake donuts. Oh, that sounds good. That actually sounds really fucking good. No, this zone Frisu. It, wait, is this northern? Or am I thinking, oh, I'm thinking of eastern. Which one is this, actually? This is Upper Lenosha. It's not northern or eastern. I forget where this is. In Final Fantasy XIV, there are calamities. Basically, these were catastrophic events where some imbalance happened that at the start, you don't really understand why they happen. And when I say imbalance, I mean like an imbalance of elements. Where it'll be like, the element of water just started going crazy. You just started getting crazy amounts of water. And so like typhoons, tsunamis, just rainstorms just covered the globe. And like there was just 5 times more water than there was supposed to be. And just flooded the earth, well, flooded the planet Aetheris. And just drowned out so many things. This is like the 3rd or 4th Umbral Calamity. Things like that just keep happening. And nobody really knows why. It's basically like, hey, there's 6 major elements. And oh shit, this one's just going out of control. And so, specifically with the water calamity, the society that was kind of on the planet at the time, they tried stopping it. It didn't go too well for them. And in this area, there's a lot of, like, ruins. There's a lot of, like, leftover debris from their society. And you investigated a little bit here and there to basically glean some hints of why this calamity happened. You know, if we can stop it, yada yada. At the point of the game in Final Fantasy XIV, the 6th calamity has just happened. The 6th calamity happened like 5 years before the start of the game. It was one of the least devastating calamities, though still really bad and a lot of people died. But it wasn't like a reset of society. It wasn't like, oh, this entire civilization that covered the globe died. And it's only like drifters that have survived and are left. I don't play WoW, but I know they generally do environments better than FF14. FF places tend to feel pretty dead. Dead and lonely. I would say they're different styles. You know, I can't even be like, wow, it's better than FF14 because they both suck, right? I think they're both fantastic. Drifts in Hainomasu. No, they do environments and zones very, very differently. World of Warcraft, they do environments in a very isolated stance. It's like, hey, we want to make this zone. The zone has a story that is overall kind of disconnected from everything else. But like, you go to the zone, it's got a story. You don't typically need to do other zones to get the story here. This is its thing. That kind of changes with expansions. With expansions, you start seeing more of a, like, the zones connect to each other. So it's like you do the first zone, you do the second zone, you do the third zone, you do the fourth zone, and that story leads into each other. But typically, you could never do a zone and never experience that story and still have an understanding of what's happening in the overall story. You could do that zone story and like, wow, this was neat. What's going on in the main story? They're very almost disconnected. Final Fantasy, it's almost like there is no zone story. You go to Upper Lenosha, and it's basically like there's no relevance to being Upper Lenosha. It'll be like, you need to go talk to this scholar who has studied this here. And he's just in Upper Lenosha. So you go there and talk to him. And they'll be like, yeah, I've been having problems with my camp. You know, go kill these guys. And so you fight some enemies here. But you're never, like, at a point of, we need to be in Upper Lenosha. There's no, like, it could have been anywhere. It just happened to be here. There's a lot of environmental storytelling. There's a lot of history with it, right? So, like, I mentioned those ruins from the fourth Umbral Calamity in that era. And you can see them in the back, right? All of the stone pathways we were walking on a minute ago, that was from that ancient society. This is like wooden pathways, so they were created now. As soon as we do another Fate transition, we'll be back on the ancient ruins. There's a shit ton of stuff that's just like environmental storytelling in Final Fantasy. But a lot of the zone is just... It's just like they made a cool environment and then they put story beats in it. Whereas WoW, they will build a story around the zone, but it's just that thing. It's just like often disconnected and has caused problems in the past. Back in Cataclysm, when they were redesigning all the zones, they hired a bunch of people to basically write the quests and story for each zone. go through the major parts of it. You know, they wanted a lot of the stuff that was being reworked to still be relevant. They didn't want to, like, hey, don't look at, you know, this thing that was really important in vanilla and was relevant in TBC and Wrath of the Lich King. Write it out. They didn't want to do stuff like that. Well, not accurate 100%. Black zones have an overarching storyline that spans entire continents, with certain zones having their own stories. There's a few exceptions, right? Like Elwyn, Westfall, Redwidge, Duskwood. I'd say those are connected. The other thing people overlook with WoW is a human zone story that spans the entire leveling experience and finishes in Blackwing Lair. There's stuff like that for sure. You're right on that. But typically you can go to a zone, have done nothing connected to it, and it has its own story, right? Like Elwyn Forest, Redridge, and Duskwood are connected to Westfall, but you could just go to Westfall and do all that story and be like, oh wow, this Van Cleef girl was trying to do stuff. Good thing we stopped her. Like all the Legion zones are connected. For the Pillars of Creation and stuff. Yes, and that's the overarching story. But each Legion zone is very disconnected with its own story. You go to High Mountain, and those... I'm gonna fucking say it. Those dirty fucking Drogbar have stolen the hammer, and are trying to wipe out the High Mountain Tauren. And so you unite the tribes, and recover the hammer, and save the High Mountain Tauren. That has absolutely nothing to do with Val'sharah of the druids are being attacked and corrupted by the Emerald Nightmare at an exceptionally alarming rate that has never been seen before. And you're going around dispelling the nightmare and a lot of the nightmare beasts before you lose Cenarius, then you lose Malfurion, and then you go to save him with Feranda. I'm forgetting her name. Green Dragon. Ysera dies. And then you go into, you know, the Darkheart Thicket to save Malfurion. Right? That has absolutely nothing to do with High Mountain. Other than the Pillars of Creation existing here. But, like, they're very, very disconnected. You don't have to do one before the other. They don't, like, have you going back and forth with elements tying them together. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming you're saying that to a Drogbar. Drogbar are a race in World of Warcraft that came with the Legion Zone, and they're just stone dudes. Drogbar is just rock people. I've been playing WoW for a few years and I could not tell you the story. I would love this part of WoW. When Yulind getting a Sprout thing. Maybe. We might do a Final Fantasy outfit at some point. Once I set up Miltina and get it ready for making outfits, I could see myself making, like, game-themed outfits. I'll tell you the stuff I'm thinking of initially. I want to recreate this walking outfit. I want to... I want to recreate a pajamas outfit. And then I want to, I want to make a Zero Suit Samus outfit. Because I think that one will be super easy. And that's as far as I've thought. Hi, Persk! The real issue with the WoW's lore prior to Mists of Pandaria, then the story was really connected via in-game means. Oh hey, go read these 5 books about Thrall and dragons. And then do the raid. Then read another book. Then do 3 5-mans. Then do a raid. Then read another book. Then play Slop. Then read War Crimes. Yeah. Latex Yulind. I do want to do a Latex Yulind. Zero Suit Samus can just be a texture. Yeah. Oh, like Marvel's Cork? Basically like Marvel's Cork. They're a bit more hunchbacked and more beast-like, but... Stupid question, is the tattoo on the back supposed to mean something? Kind of. So this is the logo of my first group in VR chat. They were called Dream Shelter. And basically 6 years ago, it means he's a bitch. You're just mean, Foss. Dream Shelter, it was a group. They commissioned a logo. They commissioned the logo right before I joined. But it was like the week I joined, they're like, we just got a logo, we just got a logo. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And so, we all put it on our avatars. Kind of like Fairy Tail. Where like they have the guild crests somewhere on their body. I did mine like a tramp stamp. And always have done it that way. And after a week of rolling around with our new logo and being like, it's so cool, yippee, we have our logo, yippee. Somebody's like, oh, so are you guys like a Kingdom Hearts fan group? You guys will have the Kingdom Hearts logo on. And we all died a little inside because we realized how close our logo was to the Kingdom Hearts logo. Yeah, it means Kingdom Hearts, it means he's a bitch. Now they're just a bunch of Drogbar VR players that don't talk with Yulind anymore, Satch. Drogbar VR players? Huh? I don't know. People complain about the Final Fantasy story and that it's required, right? Because it's like, I want to do the endgame raids with my friends. We'll get through 300 hours of story. I feel like that's such a, like... Especially since it's a single-player game before it's an MMO. I really like it, personally. It makes it so hard for new players to get into it, true, but... It's like... It makes you go through the story sequentially, and it's so... I don't know, the story's just good. Like, most people like it. Wow, if they did something like that... Oh, God.
You're dumb.
Fuck.
You're a fuck. Dude, I'm in so much pain.
From what? Oh, your arms?
Well, I have, like, no grip strength at all after the moment. Like, even closing my fist right now kind of hurts.
Ow.
My, like, upper arm. So, not only does my whole arm hurt from moving the fridge, right? Because I moved it around a bunch yesterday. We were having issues. It wasn't working. So I had to, like, move it out to unplug and everything. But at one point, not even at one point, one of the problems is pulling it out of where it is. It doesn't have anything to, like, really grab onto, and all it has is, like, the indents of where the doors swing into. And so to pull this fridge out, I literally just had to use, like, the top, like, tips of my fingers to pull this whole full-size fridge out. So I'm having to use nothing but, like, grip strength for that, essentially, to pull it out of this bit, because there's nowhere else to, like, pull it out, and then just the... it hurts. I don't do shit much.
Hi, Ryan.
Just, like,
I would have thought there was something on the inside.
No. You'd pull the fucking door off if you did that.
No, like, you open the door and, like, on the wall on the inside.
Oh, no, there's nothing like that.
Your fridge sucks.
Well, yeah, it fucking does. It's a Samsung fridge. Of course it sucks.
Speaking of Fairy Tail, my Fairy Tail OC's guild stamp is on my OC's back. Boss can't jork it anymore. Plant broke. Yeah, he can. That's not gonna stop him.
I already have.
Boss is a resourceful individual. He could have 2 arm casts, and he's gonna figure something out.
Yeah, it's called tearful jerking. Just crying through the pain.
He's a resourceful jorker. I'm imagining somebody. 2 broken arms. looking at their couch cushions just going, do I really want to JD Vance this couch right now? But fuck, I'm so horny.
What the fuck does that mean? JD Vance this couch?
You know who JD Vance is, right?
Yes.
When they were running for, when Trump and him were running for president, vice president, a story came out that wasn't true, but a story came out that he had fucked a couch. And everybody was memeing that, you know, he was a couch fucker. And even Tim Walz made a joke about him getting too comfortable on a couch.
Incredible.
This bit's over. I hate it now. Hey, Yulind. Been watching the mods of you playing Xenoblade. Keep it real. Hi, Xeno Freak. Xenoblade should be returning soonish. Once Cairo finishes fucking October, we're thinking of getting back into Xenoblade 2 and then 3. Gooner streamer. This bit's over, I hate it now, so Foss has removed 2 of their ribs like Marilyn Manson. Keep it real, oh hell yeah.
Hey, you want to see something funky, Yulind?
What?
That I accidentally did in Blender?
What did you do? Hi, Proxy.
Sent you a picture.
You sound so happy about it. I am happy about it. I like Xenoblade. I'm not... It's one of those things, Proxy, that's like, I want it to be done. Because I want the, like, experience and memories from going through Xenoblade. But I don't want to, like, just not have any time for 2 months going through Xenoblade.
Doesn't that look kind of cool?
I'm opening it.
It's funky, right?
It looks a little stretched.
It is in something. But that's physical, by the way. That's not textures.
Oh.
That's why it's weird.
Why wouldn't you do that as a texture?
Well, one, I was fucking around with stuff because I heard about a method of doing physical, like, fishnets that I was like, this sounds cursed. I want to figure out, I want to try it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know how to do that. But then I accidentally did this after the fact, which is like, oh, that's fucking weird looking.
Huh.
Textures would potentially be better.
Hi, Yasu.
More than likely.
Yulind, you saw what Gaben did to the CS Knife Go prices? CSGO knife prices? Yeah. We've been talking about that for a few days. 3 billion disappeared overnight. On one hand, it's like, haha, laugh at the idiots that actually invested money in CS knives. On the other hand, there's been a noticeable spike in suicides in China, and it's like, oh, fuck. I mean, it's still crazy stupid and irresponsible to invest in CS skins like that, but I don't wish that misfortune on people. Out of the speculative market. Valve is making money over fist with all the guns being sold on the Steam marketplace. We're at 1 mile. Hi, Lucy Black. 3 billion. Ah, yes, let's put my livelihood in a few pixels. Well, it's stupid, it's crazy, but like when you looked at all the investment markets, everything was trending down except CS skins. Stock market, going down. Cryptos, going down. CS skins, kind of going up, so it was just like dollar for dollar. It was like the safest, not safest, but like best investment. Now, obviously, you can't really call it the best investment at this point unless you cashed out early October, but it, hi Hi, Archangel. There was a lot of mathematics to it. There was a lot of, like, metrics that were showing, hey, this is not the worst idea. You can make money here. It's the, like, hey, remember that this is fucking CS skins. This is not a, like, protected service. This is not, like, a fucking stock that has some protections with it. But, you know, it's not like Valve announced they were doing this months in advance. There really wasn't any warning. They basically had a small content patch. It was labeled a small content patch. And then it wasn't even covered in the main summary of the patch notes. It was like developer's footnote at the bottom under all the patch notes. Hi, Grianne. I'd rather buy shitcoins than in-game skins. I would buy in-game skins. I like in-game skins for my stuff. If it's a game I'm playing a lot of, I want to support them. And also, I just like looking cool and pretty and stuff. Would I...
Fat titties, I'm in.
What?
I said if it has fat titties, I'm in.
Would I invest in skins? Like, am I buying a Monster Hunter skin to, you know, hold its value and watch it go up as it becomes no longer available, and then I can sell that skin to somebody else for like $90 when I bought it for $10? No. I'm never doing that, but... Chat, do this. It'll likely go even lower, since there's a 1-week cooldown period, so the new knives can be sold on the market. The new knives still haven't flooded the market yet. Oh. Hi, Gran. Pot friend, pot friend, pot friend. It's not the real Octal Mage. I didn't fall for it this time. No, I'm the type who, I really like having skins. In League of Legends, I was kind of bad. I would, I wanted one skin for every champion I played. Not even, like, regularly played, but if it's like, I play this one a little bit, I want a skin for them. Also, the market is starting to bounce back already. Like, a speculative market is the most money is fake type shit. So it could go up because it's bouncing back. It could go down because that week period is ending. Oh, God. Yeah. A very crazy situation for sure. I'm the type who, I don't even like investing in stocks. Like, I don't like the idea of putting money in that. I like money is money and it's there. Bouncing, aka dip buyers. It'd go back up anyways once everyone runs out of converts to convert. Or coverts to convert. Hi, Cairo. Hi, hi. What was I talking about before? We were talking about WoW lore. We're talking about WoW zones and Final Fantasy zones. My brain is in a fog. Well, Cairo, I'm gonna kick you while you're down. Don't look at the video. Okay, you can't see this zone. You can't see this zone yet. So switch to audio only. Fuck you, Cairo. Switch to audio only. Boop.
Yulind,
That's me.
what is your favorite Pokemon?
Hydrapple. Spoilers in 2025, crazy. Proxy, he's not got here yet. Just play faster. He was going fast, and then October happened. And he's like, we have to do spooky games. We love Halloween so much, we have to celebrate it all October. So we're not playing Final Fantasy for a month now. He does go fast otherwise.
Why is that voice the one you always give Cairo, by the way? Is he just a high-pitched gnome in your head?
That's the voice I give everybody. I do that for you.
Oh, that's Kyra. Do you?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yulind, look! I made fucking fishnets, but instead of making it in texture, which would have taken me 5 minutes, I probably spent 5 hours making it its own physical object. That's how I'd make you sound.
No, actually, I made that in like a minute.
Oh, really? That's neat.
Yeah, no, it's literally just put modifier on, apply modifier, put other modifier on, apply modifier.
Mm-hmm. You're home already, Noodles? How the fuck? I thought it was like a 6-hour drive for you. Is it like a lot less? I left at 7 a.m. It's 11 for you, right? Is it only a 4-hour drive? Welcome home, Noodle Squish. It's Monday morning. Okay, that doesn't change anything.
Tired.
Go to bed.
But I only woke up a bit ago. Just so tired. I'll probably go back to bed at some point. I think it's just everything aching. Why I'm so tired.
Of course it's a 6-hour drive. That doesn't make sense. It's 11 a.m. for you. You left at 7. You got there in 4 hours.
Yulind, don't you understand that time is irrelevant on a Monday?
That's not how it works.
Yeah, it is.
I don't dictate traffic. Speeding. It does if she was speeding, I don't dictate traffic. Or the rate at which lobsters die. Okay. Okay. I went the speed limit. I feel like we're just doing this today. Okay.
What are we doing today?
Saying random stuff and not giving Yulind straight answers. Because it's been like 7 fucking people today. You're the funky one?
You're not straight, so why would we give you straight answers?
Go to bed, Foss. Get out of my world and go to bed.
No. I'm playing Cobblemon at the same time. I'm tapped out.
Oh, God.
I say playing Cobblemon by playing, I mean running around in a circle is actually not doing anything but like,
Then what are you doing
stuff.
on? Go do the Monster Hunter stuff.
I still haven't killed Nudra yet, man. I really don't want to fucking fight that monster.
I'm almost done killing New Udra. I only need 2 more tickets.
Yeah, I fucking hate fighting Nudra. I don't want to kill him. I don't want to bother, man.
He's really not that bad. Arch-Tempered feels exactly like regular, except he's on fire more. And he has one new attack that's scary.
Either. I don't find Nudra a fun fight. I find him annoying.
Really? I find him one of the most fun fights.
No, I hate fighting him.
He's so weird and unique. He's so, like, different compared to everything that's just, like, dog
Don't
skeleton.
Get me wrong. I think he's fucking cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. I love how he's probably one of my favorites in terms of just the way the guy is.
Mm-hmm.
I hate fighting him, though.
Really?
I don't enjoy fighting him, though.
Is it because he's boring, or because he's just, like, weird windows to hit back, or?
I don't like the way his, like, attacks feel to deal with. I don't know. I don't like him.
Mr. Cairo choked me out to sleep. Here in the Book of Grudges next to the Knife Ears Micaiah. I get to start and end an hour early for work on Mondays. Wish the rest of the week was like Monday. Now the monumental task of unloading and carrying 2 PCs. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. 1.5.
You can't hear my keyboard, can you?
Nope.
Okay, good. Double checking.
Yeah, no, I fought a bunch of new Udra yesterday with Giraffe. I was doing SOS flares. And I probably shouldn't have been. We probably would have killed them more consistently if it was just Giraffe and I. Because I think Giraffe only died once and I only died once over like 5 different hunts. But we only killed him twice. The people in SOS flares. Dude, we had one guy. We had one longsword player that he didn't believe in healing. He literally just get hit, stay at half health, get hit again, and go down to 10% health, and he's like, damn, I'm at 10% health. If I get hit again, I die. Therefore, I go in. And it was like, you motherfucker, get the fuck out of there. I was like, I should have switched to wide range to keep this idiot alive. But the dude literally died 3 times. We're like 14 minutes into the hunt, and we're like, okay, the moment we see a skull, we're gonna cap him. And then the other guy died once, and it was like... The other guy was okay. He wasn't problematic, but he died once. But it was the final death, so it was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Wasn't talking about your junk size. Oh, Yuli, did you want a Monty Honey? No. I'm taking shots. It's a Monday. Didn't pay $70 to block. Welcome back. I have been treating Monster Hunter as like a daily login thing. I would not want to stream it. Because I don't even want to be on it for like 3 hours. I get on for like an hour, kill any new Udras I can in that time and get some bounties done, and then get off. So, no, I don't really... I don't really want to do that tonight.
I wonder if I can semi-AFK with just the support hunters and let them kill it for me.
Jesus.
So I don't
Yulind
have to deal
Previ.
with it.
Noodles also Previ. Hi, Shion.
Yeah, I'll fight Omega any day over fucking Nuja, dude.
That's crazy to me. I need a drink. Please give the egg head pats for me? No, they're tiny. That's them jumping. They're jumping to get on screen there. Also, Giraffe is a nerd. Oh, hi, Giraffe. I finished my workout. My arms are dead. Giraffe, I was just talking about you and how we were doing Monty Honey yesterday. Missed your answer, boss. Came in, I cry. Woman moment. You said, Cairo, you said, do you want a Monster Hunter today? And I was like, no. Absolutely not. Oh, yeah, we were. Woman moment, guts, Stimky, Cairo. Cairo, I have been treating Monster Hunter as like a dailies thing. I get on, I do like new Udra for an hour, probably get like 2 kills, and then I get off. I don't want to do like a 4 to 5 hour stream of Monster Hunter. That's like a, no. Okay, would you want to yap while I roll up the world? Yeah, sure. I'll be there for some of it. Well, I would like to do Blue Twitch tonight, Cairo. But there are other things I could do today. I'll be there, I'll be there. I don't lift the latex, I wear it. I lift weights, you lift latex, we are not the same. Hi, Huntera. Also, Yulind appreciates my insect glaive skills. Giraffe is good at insect glaive. She is not kill Omega in 7 minutes good with insect glaive. That was apparently an SOS flare she did where 3 longswords were fucking hacking. Lamau, I so am. No, you fucking aren't. But I did finally ask Giraffe. I was like, okay, that Omega kill. You're fucking hacking for that, right? And she's like, no, but the people in my game were.
That makes sense.
Yeah, just do blue Twitch while on call with me? No. Good lord, no. Boy, the Shiano. Peter, you have a good day today at work?
I have seen... I haven't watched the runs, but I have seen like a few runs pop up of like 4 players getting pretty low time.
Mm-hmm. It's not fake. It's not a fake screenshot, Shion. It's just... I guess the run is fake. But that is just like her game. She literally queued into it. And then the 3 longswords were just fucking shredding it because inflated hack numbers. Hi, Kodiak.
I've seen a few people join in Omegas and then get there and then it dies in like 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Minutes. Shit like that. So it doesn't surprise me.
I got sub 8 insect glaive, get on my level, world record. Shut the fuck up. Where's the video evidence? Howdy. No, okay. With insect glaive, I really hope they're not here right now. If you are here, I love you. There is 2 ways to play insect glaive. Well, technically there's 3 ways to play insect glaive in the wilds. There is grounded, where you are just doing your spiral combo. You are collecting essence, spending it on spiral, losing it, getting it back, spending it on spiral. You're just doing the spiral dive over and over and over because that does a shit ton of damage. The second way to play is to, instead of spending spiral dive, you just stay at max essence and do your strong attacks without doing your big one that spends them. Hi, Ink Slime. That is also a pretty viable way to play. It's less damage, but it's a viable way to play. It's less risky, I think. The third way to play, is, well, you helicopter in the air and you stay there. And I hate to say this, you're not doing much damage if you stay in the air like that. And I know that's why you started playing Insect Glaive. I know that's really cool and like the fun thing to do. It's not great. It's low damage. And so, to the insect players that stay in the air, this game isn't Rise. I'm so sorry. Raffi hits her offsets. She does hit her offsets. Yulind, the dog ate my 3-year-old succulent. Succulent, come here, I need to punch you. Why am I getting hit? Succulent, hi cutie, it's dead. Oh no, 8, yes, cry. It was the same thing in World. In World, aerial insect glaive was pretty bad. In Rise, they made it viable. In Rise, it was a legit playstyle to play air glaive. It still was like less damage, but it was viable. It's called aura farming, not damage farming. I heard a plant in distress. A plant died. The plant's dead. Cries. Noodles went on her trip and her puppy ate one of her plants. Also, thanks to you, I'm getting a treadmill thanks to you. You walking merchant. Oh my goodness. Well, yippee. Happy to hear it. Walk pilled step cell. Raffi can't get a treadmill unless it's on electric and our expensive Sag. Technically, Giraffe, you could just get a big ass extension cord and plug it into a different room. That poor succulent Sag. I can't. Giraffe, you're a quitter. And you're saying you can't before even trying. The house is maxed out everywhere. Then use a different house. Fucking bury the extension cord under your neighbor's lawn and just plug it into their house. Raffy is a bupper. Max out every now. He has a bupper license. You are thinking inside the box being your house. You gotta think, what is the phrase, Raffy? Think outside the box. Next out with power strips or just the sockets? I assume the sockets, but there's a lot of people in Raffy's house. Yeah, it is. Every room is maxed on the breakers. Damn. Is Frisu still here? Time to do the unthinkable, walking outside. Frisu! Frisu, come back! Well, Logitech would also... I want to talk Lemix for a moment. Draffy goes outside all the time. What? Frisu, you know how I committed to the Rogue and I've been playing that exclusively for the past week? Yeah, so I did all the LFRs on my mage yesterday. Oh my god, the mage does so much damage, Frisu. The mage is absolutely fucking trash at AoE. Its survivability, like, I don't have stealth. Stop talking to me about alts. No. It doesn't have stealth, so just like getting around and doing quests fucking blows on the mage. But I did the LFRs, and just on the boss, the mage was doing like 3 million DPS. Whereas the rogue is usually like 7 million. The rogue is like 660, 670 item level. The mage, I shit you not, is 580. And I'm like, hang on. This mage does so much more fucking damage. That makes me not want to play the rogue. Which I love, but I want to walk and work. I walk 3 to 4 times a week, doing 3 to 5 mile walks. It helps. Pat, Draffy is a real walker. I got walkies. Also, I'm super built, so. As Giraffe's editor, she do be on walkies. Staying 3 to 5 miles, I need to pick up the pace. 3 to 5 miles is about 1 hour of walking. Yeah, I guess it's better when you do it in batches. Don't ohm at her saying she's built. She actually is, Frisu. She would break you in half. You cannot laugh at somebody's exercise, like, routine and stuff. You, specifically, Frisu. Others can, but you can't. I tend to do it in one go. And when I can, and if it's outside, I like to go somewhere. So no walking in circles. She's not built. You guys are rude. I can't send 2 emotes in a row. I'm typing this, so I can't type ohm again. I would, but I compensate with big muscles for my tiny penis. What does Frisu do? Amen to that. Who has strong legs? Lena, strong legs. 2 miles. Yippee! Also, Giraffe, you said 3 to 5 miles, about 1 hour walking. That is false. 50 minutes is 2 miles. On the dot. Bro, I didn't get the ghoulish chargers today. No, dude, I'm freaking out, dude. Well, how long does it go? Does it end with October? Or, like, does it end today? Surely it goes through Halloween, right? Surely it goes another week. Based. I'm a speed walker. Gotta keep my HR up for optimum fat burning. Ends on the 1st? Shit. I don't think I'm getting the mount. I'll never get the Horseman's Charger. My small ass legs take 15 minutes to walk a mile. That's kind of fast, Shion. 15 minutes for walking a mile is not bad. On the treadmill, it is 25 minutes for 1 mile. I'm gonna fix my tracking. Oh yeah. These things are scrungly. Okay. I did not put my ankle trackers facing backwards. And so I looked down just now and they were like, my legs looked horrendous. Very broken. The OG one you can farm with alts? Just run it like 50 times? Does it not come from the pumpkin? This is not bad, Shion. I can barely sub 9 a mile. I blame my old campus being the size of multiple football fields. To get to one end to the other. What are we at? 2.2 miles? But we don't have any inclines, so... who knows how long... Whoa, 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 hold on. What the hell is that? I had like a weird fucking rocket lean there. Is this off? Very much so. Okay, let's try calibrating again. That looks better. When I lived at the dorms, I had a lot of walking. I lived in, you know, the freshman dorms, which were the furthest ones. So I had a good, like, 8-9 minute walk to classes, especially since I was going to the science buildings, which were literally the furthest classes from the dorms. That was for a year. They moved me closer to the sophomore dorms. Which probably shaved like 2 minutes off my time. And then I started commuting. When I was commuting for 3 years, I didn't do fuck all. So I put on a bunch of weight then, because I wasn't walking anywhere near as much. Then for 2 years... No, then for 3 years I was going to my next college, so I probably put on more weight. I didn't have much of a commute there. And then for 2 years I commuted to work. And I was still putting on weight. Then for... No. I was commuting to work for 6 months. Then I moved into the apartment, and for a year and a half I was walking to work. So I was getting it like at least a mile a day. I think I lost weight then. And then COVID happened, and I was work from home. And I literally like wasn't even walking to the car. So that's when I got over 200 pounds. What does Oryx say when he's dating somebody? Sorry, but I'm taken. That is a Destiny 2 joke, and I can't believe I actually recognized it. I was a commuter for my entire college years. I think it was required to live on campus at my school for the first semester. I think they required you to live at the dorms for at least 6 months. Which I kind of wanted to anyway. I didn't really want to commute. This was fucked up, Shion. I'm going to school. And my parents are like, hey, so you gonna get a job now? And I was like, are you fucking crazy? No, I'm not getting a job. Why the fuck would I do that? And they're like, well, you gotta get a car so you can come home on the weekends. I was like, yeah, I guess I'm not coming home on the weekends. You want me to get a job just so I can get a car? Just so I can come home on the weekends? Absolutely not. And so they're like, what if your mom got a new car and we just didn't sell the old one? You could use that for commuting. And I was like, I guess you're really twisting my arm here. So I wasn't given a car, but I got to use a car for the whole time I was going to college, so that so I could visit home on the weekends. Yeah, it was a Destiny 2 joke. I walk everywhere and if it's too far bus. Same was not required for me. And if it were my parents Same was not required for me. And if it were, my parents was not gonna have it. Your parents were against you living out college. Mine very much wanted me to live at college. They were like, get out of the house. You need to go live life. We want you to come back. We want you to like be here on the weekends. But we don't want you cooped up in your room playing video games all the time. Versus taking king after all. I'm also a taken egg. I didn't recognize that as a taken egg, but I see it now. Yes. I see. Yeah, no, I'm an only child. I don't know if you are, Shion. The idea of me moving out was something that, like, my parents always thought was right. And they're always like, yeah, this needs to happen. And then when I, like, kind of bounced the idea of maybe not moving out, my mom was like, oh, we can do that? Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to move out. Yulind do science degree? I have a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Biology. So yes, I have a science degree. All this happened when he turned 30? What? What? Trogdor, what? Hi, non-dairy. Morning, cuties. Hi. Another fact on that. The commute was an hour and both parents would go out of their way to make that commute for me. Jesus. Environmental biology? Yep. I had that with the second part of elementary, middle school, and high school. So for elementary school, I did 1st through 3rd grade. Whoa. Hi, Laheeks. I hope you had a good workout today. Hi, Nenoi, Laheeks Raid Love. Welcome, Raiders, poi poi. We are walking through a Final Fantasy zone. Hi. I was talking about my commute. Oh wow, Amrot. Hi, Leo. Can nom raiders? No, you cannot nom raiders. Small taking a looking at you, chat. Ale and Caleria. I love this area. It's very late in a certain expansion. I'm not going to mention which one, because for certain people, in my chat, as well as maybe in Lahik's chat, it could be spoilers. So we're kind of just going to go, oh wow, this is a neat looking area. Wow, look at that. Rent-free chat. My bad worrying about this guy. Never get to nom raiders. I know, Masu. But it's a cool video. It's pretty. Don't talk to me about commuting. Non-Dairy has a gnarly commute right now. They've been looking to move closer for a year. I don't know if that ever happened. Hi. When I was in elementary school, for 1st and 2nd grade, my mom brought me to school. For 3rd grade, once you turn 8 years old, the school was like, you can ride your bike to school. 3rd graders can go to school on their own. And I was like 10 minutes away. So like me and all my friends, because a lot of us lived in the same neighborhood, we would get on our bikes and form like the local 3rd grade bike gang and ride to school. That was actually a lot of fun. Halfway through 3rd grade, I moved to California, and kind of the same thing. The school was like down the road, so it was like another 10-minute commute. And I rode my bike to school with my friend. Granted, it was an all-year school, and I was track green and he was track blue. And so there would be 3 months where I didn't have school and he did. And then there would be 3 months where he had school and I didn't. So we'd only be like going to school together like half the year. And we only did that for half a year now that I think about it. So I think we like went to school together for 4 months and then one of us was off for 2 months. I don't remember. After that, I got put in private school, but this was like a 35-minute commute. So from 4th grade to 11th grade, my mom was driving me 35 minutes to school, driving home. Driving to school, picking me up for 35 minutes, driving home. So I was like commuting like 2.5 hours every week. She was just straight up commuting 5 hours a week. Which I look at that now and I'm like, dude, that was not worth. They should have just kept me in public school. 12th grade, I could have gotten my license sophomore year, but I was scared of driving and like really didn't want to. And so I put that off. I needed to get it senior year though. And so senior year, I got my license. My dad moved to Missouri while my mom and I stayed back in California for 9 months. And then when I graduated school, we drove out and joined him in Missouri. So senior year, I was driving myself to school a lot. But if she needed the car, then she would take me to school and pick me up. Hey, Yulind, cool area. Don't forget to nom Raiders, rent-free chat. Don't talk to me about commuting. Hi. I'm jumping hi to you. Oh, whoa. No. Compatible raid. Fitness instructor raid streamer who walks and stays fit. I mean, Laheeks is a huge inspiration for this stream. In 2 regards. Hi, Maru. Laheeks does fitness streams, and this is a fitness stream that's very much like, hey, turning your exercise into a social experience and something that you look forward to is very, very beneficial, right? Working out is hard. I think it's a BoJack Horseman quote where he's like, does it ever get easier? And the guy's like, the exercise? Yes. Doing it every day? Nope. What the? Why is this on my hand? I don't know what this is or how to get rid of it. Guess I'm just moving that over there. So like, and Laheeks probably knows this too. We are immune to burnout. You see people streaming that like, they play video games and they're very dependent on like the trends in video games. So, you know, is this game fun to play? Is this one not fun to play? Laheeks and I? No. For us, it's exercise with people or exercise like on our own. If Laheeks is anything like me, she looks forward to the exercise streams because it's such a better experience than like on your own. And so the other thing that Laheeks is very inspirational for me, if you ever look her up on Twitch Tracker, holy fuck, she is a monster at consistently streaming. Every day. She's missed like 10 or 12 days in like 6 or 7 years or something. She's like, I think she went 3 years without missing a single day. Like, the Twitch tracker for Laheeks is a solid fucking bar. Who is this? Laheeks, the one who just raided us. Speaking of... Thank you, Laheeks. Good job today. Thank you again, I really appreciate it. That's pretty wild. My commute was bus. My wish is to ride the bike path on the Texas highway. We met from Stream Raiders. I do remember that. Actually, Laheeks, this one here, this is Fortuitous Foss, the green-haired one. You probably remember seeing them a lot in Stream Raiders. Because that was when they, like, started streaming. Laheeks just raided me. And I met Laheeks through Stream Raiders.
I don't know if I've ever engaged. Well, maybe. I mean, just because I was popular in Stream Raiders doesn't mean I engaged with everyone who did it.
Well, you would have seen them around, right?
Maybe. I mean, I know their name and I know what they do.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I ever saw them in Stream Raiders, though.
They were someone who... They were always playing it, so it was, like, easy to have units for. Working out is hard. Oh, cool. If this counts, I usually walk 10k steps at workout. It absolutely counts. I like seeing my tummy get smaller. On Team Mario. I say poi to the Mario. I'm immune to burnout because I die 2 times a week and I have mastered the Yap Max. Who is this? Jesus. You'll soon be ending daily workouts. What? Oh no, what's happening? Little Egg Poiglin stares adorably at the chat. Oh, her. I've been in her streams a few times. It's pretty cool. Well, that's the exact opposite of me. You didn't know Nenalai? Oh. No, been going through a lot lately. I'm just Small Egg Poiglin who met Yuli through the core. November 24 to 30 will be the last week. Try to go as much as I can that week. But she'll still stream once a week? I'm obviously like, what's the reason? Oh my god, what's the reason? But if she's not giving it in that message, it might be a not my place to know, and fuck your curiosity, Yulind. That's something that I've learned, is that if somebody doesn't immediately give you a reason, they might not want to, and no matter how much you want to know, I heard the phrase, fuck your curiosity, I'm like, damn, that, okay, yeah. Laheeks is the reason I found you, Yulind. I know. Yeah, fuck you, Yulind. Thank you. What the fuck, Maru? I need a drink. We're almost at 3 miles. I need a drink. Ugh. I tripped the Komi. I wish I knew about environmental biology. But I got a dual doctorate. Boy poiwo. Maru here too, geez. Got a little lineup in chat? I do. And laugh in Gremlin Maru. Just going to try work more. Can you make more money, attempt to try get health insurance, those things? Hi Sammy. God, this guy stinks. Yeah, I had a little bit of a scare with health insurance recently, Laheeks. Because, obviously, current administration making life harder for everybody. I live with my parents. I'm in their basement. And I pay $400 a month in rent. That is an extremely good deal. Part of that is that I am required to have health insurance. I'm in Missouri, and because I make less than a certain threshold, health insurance is free for me. But with the possibility of that changing and being shaken up, it was like, okay, I might be looking at other places to live where I wouldn't have health insurance. But it ended up not being a concern. My health insurance is staying the same, but still just like, oh god. Beep boop, chat, this guy stinks. Boop beep pokes. How could you say that about Yulind? I was boop beeping you. I am in misery. Health insurance used to be free for me. I speak fluent robot, you can't fool me. Mara, you've never lived in the States, right? I feel like you've probably visited, but you've never, like, lived here.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Nope. They're not, like, considering moving here. I'm pretty sure Maru is of the opinion of, wow, good luck, Americans. Goes and buys a, like, fucking amazing meal for, like, $1.03.
Fucking, ugh.
Nope.
Okay.
I went to Lake Tahoe once. I've been to Lake Tahoe many times. I love it there. You are a bunny. Been to Disneyland, California back. I was very, very young. Oh. I'm actually a fox. Oh! I forgot to set up a thing. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do it today. Yulind, I can't stop eating sweets? Then stop buying sweets! So what do you say? My WoW Dungeon group thinks I'm going to get diabetes. I ate 2K calories and donuts in 1 hour. Jesus Christ, Farisu. Stop eating. I lost weight that day. I actually... I got a fucking... container of cashews yesterday. So I was like, I gotta stop eating them. I gotta stop eating them. But I love cashews. I lost weight that day. No, don't eat, Yulind. I'm in this video. Oh yeah, Frisu's in this one. I forgot. Frisu eating voodoo donuts, apparently. They're gone already. We did just walk by Frisu. We walked through Ghostland. She's in it again. She's in it at like 2 or 3 points. Cashews are so good though. And help slightly with depression. Nenoi? Cairo messaged me yesterday. And I started like depression posting on him. I was not actually depression posting. But I was like, Cairo, what's even the point? Life just seems so dark, and the last few weeks there's been no joy in it. I'm just starting to think, like, what is it all worth? Like, what is the point of any of it? And Cairo's like, Yulind, are you okay? And then I'm just like, oh, yippee, my cashews came! And he's like, fuck you. You see my beep boop that I say when I enter stream directly translates to, hi, Yulind. Why you look extra breedable today? But he never realized because he doesn't speak robot. I don't speak robot. Actually, fuck this guy, Rafflemouth. I'ma eat Yulind. No! I relate to that entirely. I love cashews. Cashews and pistachios. Oh god. If there's anything that's like, I wish I could just eat an unlimited amount of this without like getting the calories from it, it'd be milk. Oh my god, I miss just chugging milk. Yo, we eating Yulind? No one is eating me!
Milk, you're drinking it, dumbass.
I don't know what to do with you. I'm like
What?
hovering the
I
kick
wish
button.
I could eat milk. It's fucking.
I'm hovering the kick
liquid.
button. It's just like, man, I
You're
just.
not fucking. You're not.
I just. He opens his mouth and I'm like, man, do I. I'm just gonna warn him. I'm just gonna warn user.
Fuck you. That actually muted me, I think. Like, that actually force muted me.
It didn't.
Interesting.
It doesn't. But if I click
well,
force
when I
mute,
tap-
that does.
Oh wait, is there an actual force mute option?
There is, I think I can mute you for the instance, but I can also just turn your mic off temporarily. Like, I can switch your mic off, as if you just
'cause
pressed your mic button.
Yeah, because when I tapped back in, I noticed it wasn't on,
Correct.
and I didn't change it, so.
Yeah, that is one of the best features, because, like, we'll take a nap together after stream, And Pixel will be fucking snoring, and I can just click him, turn his mic off, and then everybody can fall asleep again. It's really nice. Eat unlimited amount of donuts. There's a lot of foods that it'd be like, oh man, I wish I could eat like an unlimited amount of this without just getting the calories, but milk. If I could just fucking chug milk again, oh my god. I wish I could eat an unlimited amount of Yulind, but what the heck? I'm a honey roasted peanuts type of goober. Yeah, but technoloids often start a sentence with speaking English start, with boop beep, then respond with English. Hang him outside down so he can dry out. I'll do it, dot dot, tell him to take a lap. Poor Pixel got put on blast. That's not on blast, he just snores. And you know what? I'm always gonna fucking roast him for this. Because he literally unmutes. He will literally be sleeping, snoring, I will mute him, his head'll shift and he'll go, hang on, they can't hear me snoring. Unmute and immediately starts snoring 10 seconds later. And it's like, you motherfucker, I don't want to hear you snore. It's genuinely like, I don't know how he does it. I genuinely don't know how he does it. And love milk, can't drink milk. I can drink milk, and I drink 1 glass of chocolate milk a day to like reward myself at the end of a walk. But Leo, I used to drink 5 gallons of milk a week. But I can't do that anymore. That's too many calories.
That's
Hi, Mizuki.
talk, by the way. That's like insane.
No, it's not.
5 gallons a week. That is insane.
That's called hydration.
No, that's called your fucking freak. 90% of people don't even go through, like, they go through a gallon of milk in a week, maybe.
I'm not saying it's normal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, it's freakish.
It's not freakish, it's just not average.
That's freakish.
You're not a freak if you just deviate from the norm a little bit.
That's not a little bit of deviation. That's a freakish deviation.
That's a little bit of deviation.
Nah. You're a freak.
Oh, did we just walk by Frisu? I think we just walked by Frisu. Wow, Yulin's voice is so cute. I just want to bully him. Hi, Reimu. Mizuki, I did that to Wandering Wolf once, and his entire chat just started, like, copy-pasting it. And it was one of those moments of, like, oh, I'm so proud of you, Twitch chat. I'm so happy. And Wolf is just going there like, look what you've done, Yulind! Yulind! They won't stop! Look what you've done! It was on mine. Oh, that's right! You two were doing the knock together. Right, right. Shared chat moment. Why is Wolf so fun to bully? He's such a nice person. But then you see him and you're just like, I just wanna. Balls, several vine booms. I did that too. Boy. I thought you guys liked it. I'm gonna strangle you, Pixel. Doesn't 2% have less calories? No. Skim has 80 calories per cup. 1% has 100. 2% has 130. Whole has 150. Chocolate has 200. I used to be on a GOMAD diet, which is a gallon of milk a day. Holy. What is it like to have that much milk? Is it good for the skin, muscles, or just a pleasure thing? Mostly a pleasure thing. It's, so like, I didn't like drinking water. I still kind of don't like drinking water. And so my hydration was milk. I would just drink milk. That typically meant I was on the cusp. I'm going to hop off VR chat for now, Yulind. I'll see you later. Bye, Comey. You think Asmongold drinks milk, Cairo? Huh.
No, it's the fact that you don't like water.
Okay.
Because Asmon also
Yeah.
doesn't like water.
Yes, yes. I don't know. I don't like being called Asmongold. It's just like, ugh. I find him really, really gross. What was I saying? I was on the cusp of dehydration a lot. So, like, I often had a scratchy throat. My pee was fucking yellow. And, that's about all the differences I noticed. He lets us. I just wanna. Funny enough, I didn't know what whole milk was. Really? Americans and their percentages. Titch. I want to. Okay, I want water. Why drink either than when you can drink me? Okay, buddy. Yeah, I'd take offense to that too. Makes a jab. Oh, you insulting me is hurtful and I don't like that. Keen observation from Pinky. It's like, you can take jabs, but there's certain jabs that I don't really like, Cairo. And I feel like we've talked about them. But whatever. What are we at? 3.4 miles? What do you mean he drinks soda as a chaser after taking a drink of water? He's just like you, for real, for real. A Midwestern thing. Yeah, that's one of them. I don't think I've compared you to Asmon before, LOL. If it hasn't come from you, it's definitely happened before. And I've definitely been like, wow, guys, I don't like being compared to Asmongold. I used to watch his stuff. I used to like... I think it's more of I just don't even like talking about Asmon. Because I used to watch his WoW videos like 2 years ago. And, then he got like super... I don't want to say he got super political. He got super like right-wing crazy. And super anti-trans. And anti-woke. And just like bad take after bad take. And like people say he had bad takes before. But like he just got really, really like rapid fire with them. I remember there was a day where it was like 3 or 4 really bad takes. I was like, we gotta stop watching this guy. So it's like I feel embarrassed that I used to like him. I feel like, oh man, that's a dark stain on my history. And so I just, like, I don't like him being brought up at all. I think it was, who was it? I think it was Jan that put an Asmongold short in the Discord. And I was really close to typing out, like, wow, I'm just gonna judge you for posting that short. It all started at the Johnny Depp trial. Yeah, it was already a problem longer than 2 years ago. It was just when you started noticing it. I tried not saying anything about that at all. Well, so here's the thing. I didn't even watch him more than that long ago. Like, I started watching him with classic WoW. And even then, it was just YouTube stuff. I'd heard about him for years. He was the WoW guy. But I actually fucking hated watching WoW streams. WoW and Diablo stuff, I would never watch streams of. Because I don't like watching games of, like, grindy stuff on Twitch. I don't want to see somebody grind Mythic Plus in WoW. I don't want to see somebody run their 584th Greater Rift in Diablo. That's like... Huh? I like seeing people go through story or exploration in video games. I like seeing their reactions to new stuff. And so, like, I fucking love watching people play Final Fantasy XIV. I love watching people play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom and seeing a new area. But, like, watching somebody play WoW was, like, fucking never. And so, with Asmongold, I started seeing his, like, hardcore deaths reactions, right? The classic hardcore deaths would, video would come out, and Asmongold would watch it, and he'd pause at the start of each clip, and he'd go, this is what's gonna happen. And a lot of times, you know, he was right, and I was like, dude, this guy fucking knows WoW. He's got a... I'm gonna gag saying this. A smart take on some things. You know, I remember he would talk about certain things, and it was a very, like, people aren't gonna like what he's saying, but he's right. And a lot of people are just like, getting mad at him for this take without reading, like, without listening to his full story. One example of this was AI. He was like, you know, a lot of games are going to start having AI art, AI dialogue. AI is just going to use more and more in video games. And, like, his stance was, people don't give a shit if it's AI or about the artist. They care if the content is good. If a game is coming out with content regularly and constantly, and it's good, the players of that game aren't going to care that it's AI. On a moral level, you should. You should support artists and whatnot. But that's not what people are going to do. Gamers are just going to care if it's good, and they're going to still support and buy a game, even if it's AI that is irrelevant to their support. Their support is based on if the game is good or not. And people kind of took that as... That's
kind of half true. After we've seen more stuff from it, companies have started to notice that if they have anything even saying that they have AI, their sales are actually down.
Really?
And they're legally required to, like, put AI in the thing for, like, games and stuff. Their sales have actually gone down when people notice there's AI in it, even without seeing the thing itself.
Either way, whether it's right or wrong, it's a view on people and what they support. It is more commentary on, like, the pessimism on the goodness of people. It is more about, like, people don't care about supporting art. They just care about, you know, what interests them and taking care of themselves. And in this case, does the game I'm playing, is it fun for me or not? That's what his stance was. But people were taking that as Asmongold hates artists, and he supports AI. Which is like, okay, so you just didn't listen to what he said. I cannot believe I'm fucking defending Asmongold right now. Now, that was just one example of, like, that's a good take from him. Or at least, like, not a good take, but a stance that people are treating him unfairly with, that I think is at least, whether it's right or wrong, notable. Okay, Asmongold has worst take on trans stuff. He is auto-dedged to me. Yeah. Since then, I've heard many, many, many bad takes from him, and I'm like, man, this guy fucking sucks. In particular, so I stopped listening to him. I stopped when I just stopped watching his videos, but I still followed him. I still followed him so that every day I could see, like, what videos he came out with, and then I would, like, watch someone else's video. He would, like, Asmongold talks about this. And I would open that video, click on the source video if his editor bothered putting one, and I would go watch the video that he's talking about and have my own take on it. It was kind of like, I treat it as Asmongold is a way to keep on top of topics. Because his whole stream is being live 12 hours a day and talking about whatever pops up in his Reddit feed. But even after, like, a few months of that, is like, I can't. Every video of his is just so fucking cooked. There was one day where he came out with a video about how Dragon Quest is woke because they're making 20 different woke changes. And then you look at the comments and it's like, all of these changes are over 13 years. This is not in a single game coming out. This is very misleading. He had a video about homeless people shouldn't be allowed to vote because they're just going to vote for free crack for everybody. Which was like, that's the most un-American thing I've ever heard of. And then he had a video calling Joe Cat a bitch. Just a video saying, like, Joe Cat's a bitch. And if you look up bitch made, you see a picture of Joe Cat. And I'm like, how do you dislike Joe Cat? He's literally the nicest guy around. And he's been getting death threats for a year, so he stopped streaming. How the fuck do you have a problem with Joe Cat? Hi, I see fire.
Are upset that Joe Cat actually has a wife.
Well, so Asmongold was upset with Joe Cat because he did one singular tweet that said trans rights are human rights. Like, Asmongold loved Joe Cat, Loved his videos. Thank you, Icy Fire. Loved his videos. And would watch all of them on his stream and react to them. He'd watch all the Monster Hunter videos. He watched all the Final Fantasy videos. He just watched all the JoeCat stuff and reacted to it on stream and shouted him out all the time. Then JoeCat does one tweet, trans rights or human rights. Hi, Den. And he's like, we hate JoeCat now. We absolutely hate this guy. Oh my god.
So, he's got the fucking fucked up perspective on everything, but in terms of like fucking sticking to what he believes in, whether I think what he believes is wrong or not, I think what he believes in is obviously wrong. You know, it's kind of like I can see him just doing that 180 so quickly if we put it into our eyes, if we watched a creator and all of a sudden they're like, you know, maybe Hitler wasn't so wrong, you know, just one tweet, it's like, yeah, fuck this guy, instantly, like,
yeah.
I could see someone in their head, if they were on a complete reverse spectrum, seeing something like that to them is basically the same thing, and then just instantly dropping it, like, yeah, I could see that happening, I'm not surprised.
Sure, it's just, it's very wrong to do it to JoeCat, right? Because
JoeCat's a fucking gamer, dude. He's
literally
but, you know,
the nicest guy ever.
JoeCat.
Do you remember the VRChat streamer? You probably don't. You might have met them in VRChat. Their name was Poi Boy.
Sounds familiar.
They were a bunny girl. Very energetic. A little like, oh, she's weird, but she's nice. She is rebranded. Her name is Fue Hime now. She has done a few collabs with JoeCat. And, okay, so here's the drama. Bunny Girl mentioned. Here's the drama that JoeCat has gone through. JoeCat made these animation videos that pop the fuck off on YouTube. Actually, no. Before we go into JoeCat, I'm going to do holidays for Icy Fire. Monday, October 27th. American Beer Day. Boxer Shorts Day. Frankie Coworkers Day. National Black Cat Day. National Civics Day. National Mentoring Day. National Parmigiano Reggiano Day. National Potato Day. Navy Day. Sylvia Path Day. World Day of Audiovisual Heritage. I really struggled with that one. World Occupational Therapy Day. So we have an obvious winner. Clearly there's one that I'm going to like the most. Parmigiano Reggiano Day. I mean, come on. Obviously. I'm gonna catch up on chat also. That's torture. You should say something to let people know it's surprising how many people just see the occasional short or name crop up in passing and don't know the person attached is a piece of shit. You're not wrong. Oh, that guy, you knows my stance on AI. He did drag an artist through the mud recently and fixed their fan art with AI. Wait, Asmongold did? Ugh. Okay, Asmongold has the worst take on trans stuff, so he's auto-dead to me. There's a YouTuber called Austin SV that does version comparisons. I love his stuff if you want version differences for remakes. Yeah, I knew I didn't like this guy. Hi, I see Halloween, Gana, good morning. My Pomchi gave me a frighten. She thought it'd be a good idea to sneak under my covers and start howling back on PC. Hell yeah. Right-wing chuds being wrong about something because they only have surface level reads of something and don't know the history of anything. I'm so not shocked. I won't even do the fry I'm shocked me. Yuli, can we feed Foss to my dog next? Dogs do need fire. Foss will grow back. He also just really likes women. Bunny Girl mentioned VR chat. Bunny Girl, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? They don't do VR chat much anymore. Beer. Bro cucking me on 2-year-old drama. I'm getting there. Pretty pink leaf tree named Den, rigged, cranky Yulind, potato day, rigged pole, noodles, potato-lin. My icy yeah over the weekend. Back to comments. Enjoyed the hop zombie fellow nerds. Okay. JoeCat drama. They pop off with YouTube videos. They make Monster Hunter videos. They start making Final Fantasy videos. They make some D&D videos. They start streaming, and they have one of the greatest playthroughs of Final Fantasy XIV, because everybody likes Final Fantasy XIV playthroughs of somebody who has never played the game before. With Joe-Cat, he had played through it before, so he made a bunch of title cards for each character. So he would see Estinian, and he would literally bring up an overlay that would like show Estinian's name in lightning, and it would play a jingle of like a metal guitar, and he would go, Estinian, he's the Azure Dragoon, and just like stuff like that would pop up when characters popped up on screen. And it was like a really fun way to go through the story. And he had like gone through it already, so he knew all this stuff was happening. But there's also a bit of like, oh wow, I did this 5 years ago and I don't remember this part. That's crazy. Very fun playthrough. He makes a song, and it has an animated video, that is, I Like Girls. And it's like just all the types of girls, all the women, big girls, small girls, muscle girls, curvy girls. He just likes girls. It is literally a parody of an existing song that's like, I Like Boys from the show Community. But for whatever reason, some section corner of the internet was like, this is the most like misogynistic piece of shit I've ever seen. We hate Joe-Cat. And they're like sending him death threats. They're like, you know, making shit up about him. He literally like sold his house and moved because he was like literally getting just constant shit sent to his house with death threats. I don't remember if he had like a pipe bomb scare or something. He goes to live with his mom while he's looking for a new place. They find his mom's place and start sending death threats there. So like not just sending him stuff, but sending stuff to his family. And from all of this, he's like, I don't know if I want to do streaming. I don't know if this is worth it, because this is really fucking scary and this sucks. At one point, people are like, oh, hi Octomage. At one point, people were like, oh, Joe-Cat, he's the guy that's like a beta. He's the guy that like pretends to be nice and like women and like tries to be like, seem like that gay friend that you can trust. But I bet he's really the creepiest sleazeball out there. I'd like to ask some of the women that have interacted with him, because he, you know, did a lot of collabs with people and a lot of women. All of the women that he had done collabs with came out and were like, yeah, he's just nice. Like, he's genuinely, hi Amos. He's genuinely like one of the nicest guys I've interacted with. He's like super nice, polite, the opposite of creepy. I genuinely look forward to doing more collabs with him. I asked to do collabs with him. They were all like, oh yeah, he's a sweetheart. I brought up Poi Boy. I brought up Foi Hime, right? Do you know what she said? And Poi Boy is somebody that like I know. But Foi Hime was like, Joe-Cat was genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever interacted with. And I quit streaming due to severe depression, and I can't remember if she said she tried to take her life or not. But Joe-Cat was the one who encouraged me to like go to therapy. He literally paid for my therapy. And he's genuinely just been like the type of person who, whether I'm streaming or not, has been checking in on me to make sure I'm okay and encouraged me to come back to streaming because of the like how I had so much fun with it in the past. I don't know where I would be without Joe-Cat. He literally, I don't know how you be a better person than that. I don't know how you be like, I don't know how you do better than what Joe-Cat did. And people still hated him for it. And it's like, it's insane. It's genuinely insane that he got hate. And as nasty of hate as he did, it was so undeserved.
They hate him because he's better than them.
Basically.
That's all it is.
Damn, what the fuck did I join into? They were like, oh yeah, he's a sweetheart. That's not even for brownie points, too. The thing that gets me is the part that he's like, you're my friend and I'm genuinely worried about you. You should go to therapy. I will pay for it. I know money is tight for you, and it's an easy thing to say, hey, go to therapy. But to be like, you need therapy, as your friend, I will make sure it happens, and like, pay for it, that's like... How can you look at that and be like, oh, but he's such a creep? Internet people are weird, can never be satisfied. Just want to see the bad in things. Dude, the person who did that tweet, the person who was like, I'd like to talk to some of the women that interacted with him, and all of them were like, he's a sweetheart, he's great. Then they were like, well, he still seems like a creep to me. And it's like, you seem like you should go fuck yourself to me. Like, that was the type of thing that, like, got me so riled up I had to pace around my room for 2 minutes arguing with an imagination. Joe Cat is like... Dude, he's so amazing. He's genuinely just such a good person. And so, he tweets out, trans rights are human rights. Asmongold sees this and starts just shitting on him. Being like, oh, he just got a few death threats and quit streaming because he's a little bitch. And it's just like, I get death threats. I get death threats all the time and it doesn't bother me. It's like, dude, fuck you. Fuck you. It was that, the Dragon Quest video, the homeless people shouldn't vote video. Those were the three that was like, okay. I just don't want anything to do with Asmongold. I think this guy is, like, actively sludge. What do you mean it's easy to say... It's easy to say Gauta Farapia? See, it's really tough to say. Bro's a little champion of Nurgle. So Cairo being like, okay, Asmongold, that's like eyebrow twitch. Don't fucking call me Asmongold. Oh god, did I just spend like 30 minutes explaining why I get too offended at being called Asmongold?
Yeah, it honestly was kind of funny. It's kind of funny thinking about it after the fact.
Yes,
so sorry.
Dirt. You know who else is a really nice person but is also just good at everything? Kenshi Yonezu. Apparently such a nice person. Fujimoto has publicly fumed about it. I don't recognize the name Kenshi Yonezu. What did they do? I love Hachi. I need a drink. We are at the end of Ghostlands. Let's see what video we get now. This is it, guys. This is the make or break spin. He did the kickback song for CSM and Iris Out for the movie, plus a ton of other stuff. Hachi made my favorite song, Star Wars. If we get Star Wars, I'm banning Trogdor. Also does his own art, which was got Fujimoto mad, lol. That's funny. Who's that pretty beauty and sexy girl walking in Chinese outfit? Hi, Broily. I read that, Broily, and I was like, who's that pretty beauty and sexy? And I was like, fuck, are they complimenting Foss? I hate this. I hate seeing this. Walking in Chinese outfit. Yes, they're talking about me. Yes.
Really funny.
Hachi is old school boomer Vocaloid artist that broke out and became a normal mainstream artist. Okay. You should ban Trogdor because there's a chance you get Star Wars. He did Matryoshka, don't know. He did Matryoshka? That's actually my favorite song. Wait, Kyra, which one's your favorite song? Yeah? Donut Hole? Donut Hole's pretty good. Your favorite Vocaloid song? Your favorite song is a Gumi song? There's a whole 2 full moons on screen right now. That's crazy. I nutted over the remake video, yes. Really? You hate complimenting that? This one? This wasn't a fucking goober, gremlin, dork, jerk. I genuinely want to see him succeed at things and be happy and get all the good things that he wants. But, like, he's such a gremlin that never says anything nice about me that I always like. I want to see him get knocked down a peg, just a little bit, just a little bit.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm nice to you. I can be nice to you.
What was the last nice thing you said?
Right now, Yulind, I'm proud of you in the way that you're able to conduct yourself confidently with all that you're working with.
What was the last thing before that?
I'm kind of depressed that you didn't get the fact that it was a backhanded compliment. I was like waiting for you to like say something and then go like, wait a fucking minute. Damn. Dude,
Oh, thank God. Woo! Not Star Wars. Yes, we got Broken Shore. Let's go, baby. Goomy Dooby, pretty good. We ended a video and we're at 4.4. And chat was sitting there going, give us Star Wars. Give us 2.5 hours. It's 33 minutes. You know what I would have said in your shoes, Foss? If I was asking you, thank you, Sammy. If I was asking you, like, what was the last time you complimented me? You'd be like, see, you expected me to not know that. But I wrote this down. 5 months and 7 days ago, I said, you're cool. That's it! 5 months ago!
I would have fucking pulled up the show me the proof then. Get the legal documents. Show it to me first. I ain't taking your word for it.
4 months ago, you said, I guess you're not a total nerd. Just like the barely a compliment with a month's time span. You're so brave. Flash. Oh my god, all the fell energy of Argus. Yulind, I hope you get User has been removed from channel. Sniff a hi Sammy. Okay, I'll consider your opinion fair enough. Boo, hi cutie, Mr. Purple King. 4 months you said. Yulind, what do you call that tag thing on your head? I call it a spell tag. There's probably a more official name for it, but I've always called it like a spell tag. Sometimes like a seal. The actual name for it? I don't have a fucking clue. I know the mirror. The mirror on the back is the Bagua. Which, you guys can't see the tattoo.
Bagagua.
Do I have a way to show you the tattoo? I think I do. So if I make it so that you can see the UI, and then I click here. Nope. I click here. Avatars. Okay. You can kinda see it. But this one here, this symbol right here, the red with the like octagon around it with the white center, that is a Bagua mirror. And that is the tattoo on the Jiangxi outfit. You can't see it in the not safe for work version because the dress can't come off. On the not safe for work version, that shit's out all the time.
He's got his cock out. He's pulling his cock out.
Hi, Kyo. Oh yeah, I remembered. Yulind, my Monhun rank is HR 100. Okay, that's good, that's good. You can do all the hunts then. It's a talisman. Oh yeah, talisman. Use it to run away from random encounters.
You can do Omega Savage.
You can do Omega Savage. You can do Arch-Tempered New Udra. You can do any 9-star hunt. Use it to run away from random encounters. Got to make a toggle for it. I have all the toggles on the not safe for work outfit. I don't want any toggles on the safe for work outfit. I don't want to accidentally pull anything out. So the actual name is something like Fufu Fulu Fula. Just take the camera and clip it through your dress carefully while moving. Hi, how goes the walk? It's good. We had a little bit of a scare, Kyo, because we just ended a video at like 4.4. And so it was like, uh-oh, are we going to get a really long Star Wars video and go 8 or 9 miles today? But we lucked out. We got Broken Shore from Legion, which is 33 minutes long. So it'll be like 5.5, 5.8. A perfect length walk. I'll name the toggle Fuda. Got it. Don't name it Fuda. That's not even one of the things they said. Naisu. Kyo! Actually, now that I say this, I'm not sure if you're in. I don't know if you're in the speakeasy, Kyo. But I went to my first speakeasy on Saturday. I saw Fuda. Fuda is so close. OMG, Kyo. I always want to go to the speakeasy, but it's always like on Friday or Saturday. And those are the 2 days I have VR stuff. So it's like, oh man, I see them there, but I can't go. What I need to do is just be like, hey, I go to this every week. I've never gone to a full speakeasy before. I'm bouncing this week. Nope, but I've had people say I should join sometime. Well, it's not quite a join whenever you want thing. It is run by a specific group, and it is, you know, on invite. It's a group that I was like, you would get along swimmingly with. So I wasn't sure if you, like, already got along with them. But I was there Saturday for, like, 10 minutes, and then I left to go celebrate someone's birthday. Yeah, and I'm close friends with some of the main hosts. Okay. That's what I was like, there's no way he doesn't know people like Lugs, right? Like, you would get along great with Lugs. It sounds like you already do.
Oh, well, my game froze there. That was weird.
We're at 4.65. This zone... Risu, when do we get Broken Shore for Lemix? Lugs, G, Airy? Lugs and G were there. Oh, right. G is met G. I remember that conversation. I did not see Airy there. But Lugs and G I saw there. Lugs was kind of hosting Never Have I Ever, so I didn't really get to give them much attention. G, I ran up to G, and they were like, oh my god, I'm happy to see you, and I'm drunk. Are you drinking? I was like, I'm drinking tonight, but not right now. And they were like, damn, put your feet in my face. And I was like, sure, G. And so then I was talking to other people, and I just had my foot on G. 4.7. I'm ready to take a nap. I'm happy G has come back. I'm very happy they've come back. They kind of disappeared for a couple months. Didn't know Kyo rolled like that. Different G. Not G Kyo, G Whirlikers. Ari said I should pop by. G said they'd talk about me joining in. Maybe I'll just forget when Speakeasy actually happens. I never know when it's happening. The post just goes out. Hi, Amos. What's a story I have for you guys? I saw... Oh, here's actually a big story. So you guys know how the museum in France, the Louvre, was robbed? They've arrested 2 of them. They've caught and arrested 2 of them. Apparently these guys just couldn't lay low for a couple months, a couple years. They decided to just be out and about. One of them literally was like, I'm gonna go get a plane ride. And it was like, buddy, you're the most wanted guy in the country right now. What the fuck makes you think you can just get on a plane and leave? Like, I don't know how they caught the other guy. They're not releasing too much information, but two of the 4 have been caught from the Louvre robbery. When they were like, we're confident we're gonna catch these guys, I was like, I don't know, seems like they got away. They're not gonna be able to track, the profit they make from the stuff. These guys kind of feel like they just got away, and then they were just idiots, and like, just went out and about. Wait, did they not wear ski masks or something? They did.
I love that there. This is gonna sound weird. I love that there was a fucking museum jewelry heist in the modern age. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that's kind of like you see it and you're like,
Did you see the German company with the heist?
No.
So they used an electric ladder car, right? Basically a car that has like a lift with like a bucket on the end, and it's like an extendable ladder that you can go up like 5 stories to like clean windows, repair telephone lines. It's one of those like, you get in the bucket and it just extends a shit ton, right? They rented one of those, went up to the 2nd story of the Louvre, the 2nd floor, broke in through the window there. The German company that made the electric ladder car that they used is using pictures from the heist in their advertising now. So like in their ads, they're like, I think their company name is Bacher. They're like, a Bacher ladder is so silent and fast, you could rob the Louvre in 7 minutes with our ladders. And it's like, you can't do that, dude.
That's peak, dude. That's so good. There's something weird about it. There's something like seeing it happen, and like, it's bad, obviously. You don't want people to steal things, but there's something about it happening in the modern age where it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain the feeling of like, that's kind of cool that happened today.
It wasn't.
In a way. I don't know if you get what I mean.
I do. I'm not quite piggybacking on that phrase or what you mean, but like, apparently it wasn't like a closed off area. Apparently it was like people were walking around in that section of the floor. Like, imagine you're just at the museum, the window next to you breaks open and a guy in a ski mask breaks in, and he just starts breaking cases and grabbing stuff, and you're just like, hey, somebody should stop this guy. And then they were gone. They were literally like in, grab the stuff, out, on mopeds, and they all went off in different directions.
Huh. Incredible.
Yep. Wait, did they not wear ski masks or something? They did, but like, they were able to trace information about them, right? Like, how did they get this electric ladder? The license plates of the mopeds they used, who owned those. They were able to narrow down, like, okay, here's a guy that's connected to all the people that, purchased these motorbikes, that purchased these, purchased electric ladder. There's a lot of cameras on the street, so they're able to be like, okay, it started here, we know these people are in the area. They were able to, like, narrow it down to, okay, it's probably these individuals. But, like, they don't know how to find those people. They can't just, like, now that we know it's this person, we know he's here. Literally, they were in a position of, like, just don't do anything. Literally just stay in your apartment for 5 months, get food delivered, and then, like, you can just drive out of the country. They probably could have driven out of the country already. If they could have gotten a hold of a car, they could have just driven out. Because France is connected to like 2 or 3 countries that just have open borders. There's like no border check. There would not have been people there like, hey, we gotta make sure we know who's going through, right? They could have just left by car and then taken a plane from the neighboring country. But the one guy was just like, I don't really want to go on a drive. We'll take the plane now. What's the worst that could happen? And like, they're doing the background check on him at the fucking airport, and they're like, hang on. This says you're the most wanted man in the fucking country right now? It's like, how did you think that was gonna work? Shit posting France. The issue is that they tried to burn the ladder in their escape, which alerted security. They tried to burn the ladder? The French don't know blood magic. I would have thought them just breaking the window alerted security.
Did they break the window or did they cut it?
I mean, either way, it would set off the alarm, right? I don't imagine they're gonna cut it and like slowly try and like do that, because that's like a for silencing, right? If you've got a fucking ladder at the front window, I feel like you gotta go with the mindset of people know we're fucking doing this. Go fast. Also, 5 miles. So when this video ends, we're done walking. No, it's crazy. I don't think they've recovered any of the stolen jewelry. I think, it's, well, the police are in a very tough situation where the ideal way to sell off and make a profit from the jewelry for the robbers is to melt down the gold and sell the raw gold, and then, like, sell off all the sapphires and pearls. Because each piece they had was like, this is 85 pearls. This is 65 sapphires, right? Which that in itself is just a shit ton of money. Not worth anywhere near as much, you know, the Crown Royal tiara. But that kind of attracts a lot of attention when you're trying to sell that. The French don't know blood magic. Cute. Oh my god. We walk down this path, and then I think we walk to the fucking tomb. And then we're done. And then we're done. I had such a fucking long nap yesterday. Hopefully the gems have IDs. I fucking doubt it. And then he blows up. What the fuck, Noodles? Another story I have. I saw a Home Depot, and I missed what state this was in. But a Home Depot. Hi, Violet. I will, soon. Probably like an hour. This Home Depot, they wanted to add speed bumps in their parking lot and on the streets around their Home Depot, so that people would stop speeding in, you know, in their parking lot, right? That's a sensible thing. That's a reduce accidents around your business. If you own the parking lot, you absolutely have the right to do that. Speed bumps in general, I just think you're a good thing in a parking lot. They didn't want to do speed bumps, though. Speed bumps or speed mountains? Speed bumps. They decided that's too much effort. That's too expensive. Hi, noob. So instead of speed bumps, they added... and I shit you not, they added parking curbs. So you know when, like, you go into a parking space? You say you headed, but you're standing behind Foss, so I have no idea what the rest of it is, Amos. You guys straight off stream after this, I forgot? Yes. When I finish walking, I'll then go to a world and kind of just sit in a comfy spot and hang out with chat a bit. Probably like 20-30 minutes. And then after that, I'll take a nap. Hello, Noodles. Noobs, sorry, I'm still waking up. A Home Depot, you gremlins. Yeah, so they didn't add speed bumps. They added parking curbs. So, like, you know you've got a parking spot, and then there's, like, the cement bar at the end of it that's like, if your bumper touches this, you've gone too far. And it looks like it's kind of disconnected, but, like, bolted to the ground. Yeah, so they added just a bunch of those in the middle of the road around their parking lot. And, like, everybody's fucking up their cars driving over these. I've never heard of speed curves. What is a speed curve? I have no idea what a speed curve is. This is like a parking curb. CURB. Like, having this as a speed bump is really, really bad. Because everybody just scrapes their bumper on this. And then when their wheels go over it, the frame of their car slams down onto the parking curb. They're curves but speedy? No, no, no. They are not curves. CURB. That's what you call them? Parking curves. Not speed curves. There's speed bumps and speed humps and speed mountains, I guess. Parking curbs. PARKING CURB. Like the thing at the end of a parking space. Ugh. And Home Depot just decided, we're not going to do speed bumps, that's too expensive. My phone just made a noise, and I don't know why. If I called them speed curves, that's my bad. I definitely meant parking curves. Yeah, if I can knock something loose depending on the age. Oh, curb, yes. Why do you keep saying speed curves? Teasing. I'm not saying speed curves. I'm not even fully convinced I said it once.
I think you did say it at the start.
I think that proves I didn't say it because you just always contradict me and play devil's advocate.
Nah, I don't have the energy to play devil's advocate right
You
now.
literally always have the energy for it. You literally, it doesn't take energy for you. It's your natural state of being.
Oh man, I've really fucking Pavlov this guy, huh, chat?
That's not a Pavlov thing. What?
He's so respondent to anything I do, he just thinks anything I does is contradictory.
Because it is.
He's been trained like a dog.
You're bad at this. Your natural state of being is being an ass. I heard curbs. But with how Yulind says curbs, I could see how someone mistakes it as curves. I don't even think I say curbs that weird. Definitely sounded like Cursey Fair, and I'm like, ah, yes, speed curves.
I will say, every time you've said curb, I do, like, it's hard to tell whether you're saying curb or curve.
I was saying curb, and I'm like, this is similar to curve, and so I'm gonna spell it. I spelled it like 5 times. I thought you were saying Cursey.
I know what you said, and I thought about it. It's just when you say it, I don't know if it's your pronunciation or what, but it is hard to tell what you're saying.
Oh my god.
Sometimes.
Oh my god.
Continue what you were saying about Home Depot.
Nobody's saying anything about the parking curbs. Leon did. And everyone else is just like, what the fuck's a speeding curve? And I'm like, that's not the point. That's not the point. But this story is silly. They should have just added speed bumps. It's crazy to me, the level of incompetence that it takes to be like, man, speed bumps will cost us $4,000 and parking curbs will cost us $2,100. I mean, yeah, we should absolutely go with the parking curbs. That's basically the same thing, right? We should just put those in and that'll do the same thing, right? As if, like, everybody drives a Jeep or something. How do you fucking, like, that person has to get fired. That is such a level of, you fucked up and did such a stupid thing, you have to lose your job over that. Curves and curbs.
Yeah, it's so fucking dumb though, holy shit. I wonder how many people are starting to, if anyone, and how many people have started, like, lawsuits because of it.
Yeah. You spelled it after that?
Fucking people's cars.
Now I have a bunch of speed curves in my parking lot. I spelt it immediately!
Okay, here's the question. What would a speed curve be? Like, is it like a... Is that what you'd call the inner bit of, like, a race car or track or something?
Well, so,
speed curve. When
you say speed curve, is that something that slows you down or speeds you up? Or allows you to retain your speed?
Yeah, well, because it's not, like, a curve. That's a good question.
A sharp curve to make people slow down? So in that regard, it'd be something that slows you down. My first thought is, like, something on a curve that allows you to keep going fast. So I'm thinking of like a turn where the outside of the turn starts going up and becoming a wall. So that instead of having to slow down for fear of slamming into the wall, you can just keep going faster to the point that you're almost riding the wall. That's what my first interpretation of a speed curve is.
My brain went the opposite route, and I just started thinking of like Mario Kart with boosters on a curve.
Riding the wall, deja vu. Parking bumpers or wheel stops. They do make speed bump version though. I can understand you perfectly, but to throw a joke at it. With the previous story, I guess it was the lube that got robbed. Okay. Okay. Also, I thought it's a sharp curve to make people slow down. On-off ramps or speed curves. Yulind, I'm going to shit yourself. No. What the fuck? Ew. Only they sound the same when Yulind says that. Some roads do put curves into connecting roads to slow people down. They're fun to drive on quickly. Riding the wall, deja vu. Cute. I do love my car riding the walls. Hi, hi. Just like with my Hot Wheels. My first, like, I hear speed curve and I think, like, speed, so it's something to help you go fast. But I think it's more common that it's something to slow you down, like you guys are saying. With something that's like, this curve is too... If you maintain the speed you've been going, you are most likely going over. So you need a speed curve to, like, slow you down, that you don't fucking go over the edge.
You know, now I'm just thinking about a parking lot filled with, like, turnarounds or roundabouts or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's just a bunch of circles for
the
parking lot.
Have you ever seen somebody blow through a roundabout?
No.
So I've seen a couple videos of people, like, not seeing that a roundabout is a fucking roundabout. They think it's just an intersection. And so, like, you know, you're supposed to go through a roundabout at, like, 15 to 20 miles per hour. And they're speeding at 60. And they just fucking hit it with the front bumper. It launches them up. The back bumper hits it. And the car just does, like, a front flip through the air and, like, goes fucking 50 feet into the air. And it's like, holy fucking shit. It's... I've seen it a few times. I've probably seen, like, 4 or 5 videos of it. It's crazy. Because, like, we all know the science for it. We all know the tests. We've all seen the Mythbusters episode. Where roundabouts are just better. They're just so much better than intersections. And, like, overall, you spend less time waiting at them. Because they're just more efficient. But people in the US, they're just used to intersections. And you try to get them to do a roundabout, and they fucking panic. They literally just don't know how to function as a human being. They forget to fucking breathe. Because the roundabout is so intimidating to them. Here in Missouri, we had a roundabout put in right next to our freeway. So our on-ramp thing. We have the freeway. We have the overpass that goes over the freeway. We have a side road next to the freeway. And then we have, like, the main road that goes into town. And so, at the intersection, there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directions leading into this intersection. And it was kind of hectic with 5. And so, they turned it into a roundabout. And it's so much better. It's so easy, just... You go if there's a spot. If there's 2 cars, you know, close to each other, you don't go. And people will just, like... They'll just park their car there. They just, like, won't go into the roundabout unless there's nobody in it. And you're just like, bro, come on. Many times, they just fly over. I just imagine on-off ramp having the circular roadway to get on and off the freeway. Just like with my Hot Wheels. You eat the car through the roundabout. My town had to put a statue up to get the people to stop. Okay, so they go through an intersection, but in the videos, oh, what the fuck? God damn it! My Chatterino just disconnected. I cannot see Chatterino anymore. I still have my OBS chat, but like, what the fuck, Chatterino? Midstream? Sounds like a challenge to me. Yulind is a cutie patootie, huh? I find it kind of funny that Americans are subject to torture when presented a roundabout. Riot. Why are you laughing at me at my inconveniences? That's so fucked up. Hell yeah, call him cute now. What the fuck? Riots. Cause it's a me. I'll never forget a conversation I had with Foss like 5 or 6 years ago. Where I was like, I want to take lewd pictures of myself. So I need to shave my legs and everything. I haven't really done that before. And Foss was like, you're going to shave your legs? I can't wait for it to itch and all the ingrown hairs to like fuck with you. And I was like, why would you wish that upon me? We're friends, right? And Foss just had a moment of, yeah, why did I say that? I don't know why I said that. Your just knee-jerk reaction was like, yeah, fuck you. You always laugh at inconveniences, Yulind? Nuh-uh. 5.7. 5.7 miles, and I don't think we go into the raid portal. I think we go around the left side into the dungeon portal.
Right. I am gonna head out, though, 'cause I'm gonna see if I can try and sleep a little bit more.
Bye. Sleep well.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the winter months.
Yeah.
Then it was me and Amos. Are you home yet? I am home now. Yippee! They didn't laugh when I stretched wrong, popped my back. Just put through 5 minutes of pain by Foss earlier. Well, yeah, they don't know you like they know me, Leon. Oh shit, a rat. That guy, that video was so funny, Violet. But it was so tragic because that was like the guy's one joke. That was all he knew. And so everybody followed him from that video. And he was just like, I don't know how to be funny other than that. So he just made like 100 oh shit a rat videos. There's oh shit a roach. Oh shit a snake. Oh shit a ghost. And it's literally just him doing the same joke with some like dumb little Photoshop thing on a screen. Like a little animated ghost. And him going, oh shit, a ghost. It's a motherfucking ghost. And it's like, yeah, we get it. At least he's consistent. But it was just like, that video is what made me aware that like some people, they have their one joke and they're like, oh man, I've got a taste of fame. I got to keep this going. But they're not good at making more. So they just keep trying their one joke. You saw it a lot with people on Vine. The one thing over and over and over. Another guy that did that was the 1-2 buckle my shoe kid. That guy did not have a lot else, if I remember correctly. 5.76. Oh, it actually was 5.8. I mean, to be fair, Elsie, you're acting seeing a ghost? You say fucking jinkies. Pins. Pin 3. Serpent spine. Much as I love that video, we're not walking to the serpent spine. I move that there. Ugh. Oh, I'm fucking tired. We're in Tazavesh. We're in the new city and we're within. I enjoyed yesterday so much. Wish I could be there today. Work aggro sucks, but I'm off Thursday and Friday. Yeah, I hate your new schedule. I think it was better for you if I remember correctly. But I still hate your new schedule. I mean, fair. While it's mean, a lot of people just aren't funny. But if you throw enough noodles at the one is gonna stick. Noodles at the wall. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of people that I just don't think are funny. But, like, a lot of them, they're just good people still. So it's like, I don't really care if you're not funny. It is not the most important thing. Oh. Guys, I think I have a bit of a lean. I think my tracker's off a little bit. Let's fix that. Where does it think it is? Oh, it thinks it's all the way in the ground there. You're gonna pop up. If I shake you around, are you gonna fucking jump up 2 feet? There you go. Pixel's been showing me the flow trackers. And I'm like, those are cool. And then yesterday I saw they had like a $700 price point. And I was like, never mind. That's way too fucking expensive. Ain't no way I'm paying $700 for just trackers. But then I think about these moments where, like, my trackers drift, and I'm like, well, you know, maybe 700 would be worth it. Okay. We are on good calibration again. I need to fix Chatterino. Because I have my fucking crazy small OBS window right now. Oh, fucking, I just remembered what it takes to... Try adding your account again. Remove. Add. Login. Opens in browser. Login with... Copy. Paste login info. Okay. I can see Chatterino again. Yippee! Open this. Open that. Chatterino. Is it actually a new city? Or is it like New York? It's like Surumar, where there's city elements here, but it's not like a full capital city. There's not like a auction house here. I know Yulind doesn't think I'm funny. Where it's now old? I mean, it's the most recent thing. Did he die? Hi, Cairo. Hi, Violet L. 700 and still not in the hands of actual people. Cairo, you're cool. Same when all the reviews of the Ultimate Trackers were from Vive-sponsored VR chat dancers. Yeah. They look so good, though. They look so good, though. Okay, you smell funny. Yulind, don't be mad. Don't be mad about what? Thank you, baby. What'd I say? 5.8 miles? Let's update that. 5.8 miles. Now we rest. Done. I close this over here and open this. This person has ended. This person's still going. This person. Open this. Okay. I know they're horrible and shitty and take me 30 minutes to get in VR with them. The flow trackers, or what are you using? Oh, the Vive Ultimates? Looks gonna be deceiving. I remember looking into them, and I was like, ooh, never mind. Nothing else making a joke. Don't get them if you have base stations. Yeah, I think you should be mad at Leon. I own the Ultimates and use them daily, but as I tell people, they are not without their problems. Love them when the Ultimates work. Pixel hi hi hi. Having a good day at work. I hope it gets better. And when they're priced close to the base station trackers as I did, Multi's Flux Tracker. But at full 6xx US dollars, they're hella expensive. Yeah. I'm so hyped with Flux Pose trackers though. Pixel, I'm excited for the Flux trackers because the big thing for me is no fucking drift. Just constantly moving like that. It's just, even though, you know, my base station, I have 3 fucking base stations. I should absolutely be in sight and not get drift. I just get drift. So the no drift part of the Flux trackers looks really, really good to me. But when I was looking at them with Giraffe last night, we saw $700 for the Flux Pose set, and it was like $700 just for trackers. That sounds crazy expensive. Niels doesn't like the videos I send them. Well, I'm joking, Lon. I have one. Yet somehow I get better tracking than I have good tracking. Like, I have a lot of space and I can move around. It's just when I'm walking. When I'm walking on the treadmill, the actual console of the treadmill blocks the front of me. So I can't have my trackers on the front, right? I can't have my tracker on my stomach like I usually do. I have to have it on my back. But for whatever reason, that back waist tracker just drifts a shit ton. Some people with 4, just because how shitty their play space is. They're sending the fucking AI generated animal videos. Yeah, he really likes those. We change our title. We change who we're lurking with. We change our trackers. I think we are good to go somewhere. Cat and electrical cabinet. It's more like a cat ringing a doorbell with a semi-automatic rifle. And then shooting them, and then a woman running out going, "Muffins, no! Muffins! Oh my god, what are you doing, Muffins?" Stuff like that. Let's go to Starwood Hollow. I really like this map. Friends. Drop portal. Anchor. Local. Pins. Pin 3. Portal. I've known about the Flux trackers for like a month or so. Fitz and I looked at them and went, for 700, nah. Basically the same boat I'm in, Noodles. They look really, really good. But then, like, for 700. Ring doorbell with animals, guns, Leon. Oh, the cat with a shotgun. I thought that was cute. There's more than just the cat with a shotgun. There's like 50 different versions of it. Because it's AI. They can turn out this slop in like no time at all. We have Amos here with us. We got to turn collars off. Then I'm also just gonna turn pickups off. Ugh. Hi, Freya. Hi, love. Also, not picking on Dory, but I love they slapped their ass so hard the uncapped gloves broke. We're going to the top of the treehouse. Oh, I almost fell there. Made it. Okay. Face this way. You guys stay there for a moment while I get a drink. Amos? I think she crashed. One sec. Yeah, I was like, you just spent all that time getting up here to just leave? Surely that's a crash, right? Surely that's not an intentional leave. Oh. Okay, how far back? About here? Okay. Anchor World. Right there. So I can go up. Ugh. Yulind halt the presses, DMs, it's so stupid. Uh-oh. Yeah. GameStop declares the console wars over. Okay, I was looking at the image above this. Whereas for the past 2 decades, the global gaming community has been engaged in ongoing and increasingly petty conflict known as the console wars. Whereas said conflict originated in the early 2000s with the release of Halo Combat Evolved as an Xbox exclusive titles. Whereas Halo Campaign Evolved is officially coming on PlayStation in 2026 with cross-platform play. Therefore, GameStop, acting under its authority as a neutral entity in the world's retail, gaming, and trade and destination, hereby declares the official cessation of the console wars. All claims to exclusivity are hereby dissolved. Console loyalists are instructed to cease hostilities, disband militias, and enjoy this new era of gaming. GameStop will continue to operate as a demilitarized zone, offering hardware, accessories, and trade-ins to combatants on all sides, power to the players. It is silly, and it is very much like, haha. At the same time, there's very much, there's very much still exclusive. Sony and more so Nintendo, Ioku will never stop doing exclusives. How did walkies go? Hi, media. It was good. It was 5.8 miles. It was nice and chill, which I kind of fucking needed after the last 2 days. Did anyone have a scooter where they wore down the back wheel during a fast stop so their wheel would go thud 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 when they rode? No. Huh? It's all of them? The White House quoted that? Console wars ended over 10 years ago. What is that emo media? Soup? With that image, high media, GameStop fell off. What did I miss? Console loyalists. The official White House quote retweeted with that Trump and a Mjolnir armor AI generated. Of course it's AI generated. The White House fucking loves AI generated trash. They made the fucking video of Trump shitting on people. Like, I fucking hate that account. Imedia Alu. Hate this timeline. I'm going back to save Harambe. Oh dears. You like trees? You like trees? It's a very odd question. I like trees. You love our nation. I love the US, but like, my god. The administration. How? Just fucking how? I want to get some purple heartwood, to be honest, and make some stuff out of it. To go over the news stories, to go over everything I had in my notes. You love the US? Of course I do. You know, I live here. I mean, guns are cool, but I'm not saying I like gun laws. I like the people here. I like the US. You know, despite how many problems there are in the US media, it's a lot better here than a lot of places. I don't like the current administration. I hate what they're doing to the U.S. Yulind, you want to know a fricked up thing Noodles told me about your stream? Uh-oh. Do I? I don't know if I do. Oh, speaking of that, apparently they never asked for that influencer permission to use his likeness in that video, which goes against the Take It Down Act that guy signed into law. Yeah, but they don't care. There's not going to be consequences for it. Yeah, I love the US, but I hate the politics. You got a neighbor with maple syrup, weed, and beautiful lakes. Media, we have beautiful lakes. I don't know how you got this in your head that, US doesn't have lakes and Canada does. US has some amazing lakes. We have Lake of the Ozarks, we've got Lake Tahoe. There's probably like 1,000 other lakes that you're like, oh, this is really pretty and nice looking. Lake Berryessa. Canada's trying to steal my lakes, Yuli. Yulind, you want to know what fricked up? Are you excited for daylight savings? Not particularly. Moving to Canada, yeah, no thanks. Well, let me correct you, Yulind. It's a lot better here if you aren't a minority. No, it's still better here as a minority than some places. Like, I'd rather be here as a minority than in... What's a good example? I'd rather be here than Saudi Arabia. I'd rather be here than Darfur. I'd rather be here than... What's a good example? I'd rather be here than Venezuela. Like... Yes. It's bad for Isu, and it sucks. Insert third world country where it's not even a fair comparison. That is the point for Isu. That is the whole point, is that it's not a fair comparison and it's better here. It's not like for the resources that America has. Yes, it should be way better than it is. But it's not, this isn't a video game. There's no balance patch. It's like, okay, make sure every country has equal, stat points. It doesn't work that way. Deadass better here than the UK. I don't know about that one. I'd rather move to Mexico. Mr. Carrot Man is visiting Malaysia. Oh god, Yulind. His prisons lock down roads leading into the city temporarily. Doesn't matter to me since I stay home anyways. I can name 4 lakes that are beautiful. Canada's trying to steal my lakes, Yuli. In my state alone. Black Ontario belongs to me. People outside the US, when they discover that the US has a literal place reference as the Great Lakes Lake. Noodles, you're so silly. America, wait, shit. Insert third world country. The Philippines. I'd rather be here than South Africa. There's a lot of places in South Africa that aren't that bad. South Africa itself, I don't think is that bad. Zimbabwe, I've actually seen pictures of a city in Zimbabwe that I'm like, damn, that actually just looks nice. Yulind, when are you going to play Darfur is Dying on stream? No. Yulind is a wide range of countries between Switzerland, Japan, Norway, etc. Including Mozambique, Iraq, and North Korea. That was what I was saying. UK doesn't have Taco Bell that often. LOL. Oh no, I'm going to get knifed to death in the UK. No, you won't. I don't know, Yuli. It more depends where in the Philippines. Taco Bell in the States. It's a gamble anyways. What do you mean, Mario? Taco Bell is always... No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, fast food has always done better this side of the world. Let's be honest, if we've got the ultimate chicken taco before Taco Bell US, that's saying something. I always wanted to live in the Netherlands. I think a lot of people would like to live in the Netherlands. I know, Yulind, those knife statistics in UK are pretty wild. I would want to see those statistics again. I'm not saying the UK is the best place, but I don't think it's that bad. I know plenty of UK people that are getting along just fine. I should come find out, to be honest. You guys don't even trust your own market, Noodles. Go back to where my family came from originally, DMs. Oh, Yuli, I will say when we talked about Greenland, was it? Geothermal and gigabit? Yeah. Earth Island. I think it was Iceland. Iceland was the only place in the world that didn't have mosquitoes, and scientists just confirmed mosquitoes there. I've lived in Southeast Asia and I've lived in the US. I think I know which one I preferred. Yeah. Surely Southeast Asia. Surely. I'm willing to bet it's Southeast Asia for Oku. I mean, well, yeah, I'd rather not live in the sea either. Having to swim constantly sounds like a pain. The knife crime statistics people see usually compare fatal stabbings in the U.S. to all UK knife crime, including non-fatal and laws regarding carrying concealment and type. Singapore kind of bopping, though. Singapore looks really fucking nice in some ways and really bad in other ways. If I remember correctly, I don't remember the Singapore too expensive. Singapore too expensive, but they also have free housing, which is like, hang on, that's crazy. They also have a really, really, really low crime rate, which is kind of fucking crazy. But it's also like, you're not allowed to be gay there. Oh.
Yeah.
Singapore is a country I used to play under when I was playing Soul Calibur. Too competitive. You have to have kids in the ventilation shaft because no space. Wait, free housing? Don't fall for it, media. Singapore does have free housing. Singapore slums would be Singapore, not slums. Now, when I say they have free housing, it is very difficult to get that. It is very much, you have to jump through a lot of hoops, but you can have provided housing in Singapore. That is an incredible thing, and I wish more countries adopted that. That being said, there's a lot of things that Singapore does wrong. They were so well off, they wouldn't need to rely on us for drinking water. Lol. Isn't the free housing thing like after you turn 35 and you have to apply? You have to apply for it. You have to prove that you are deserving of it. You have to jump through a lot of hoops to keep it. I think there is an age requirement for it, but there's like exceptions because like if you don't have any family, they don't want you to be homeless. It is not a just like, hey, we'll give a house to anybody. Hey, we'll give an apartment complex house room to anybody. It is very much with a lot of asterisks, but it is provided housing. It is. And I think it's a good thing, but it's like, phase 1 of providing housing for people. So it's like not done quite as well as we want it to be. And there's a lot of caveats to it. And it also, there's a lot of other things in Singapore. Singapore has an incredibly low crime rate. They go months without any crime. The cost of that is 5 security cameras on every street and intersection. And so, you gotta be okay with almost zero privacy.
I remember we were pulling into Singapore and we had gotten the briefings about all the, do's and don'ts, and one of my friends who was in my division, gay, he was like, oh, shit, guess I'm straight now. Started talking in the most monotone voice.
That's so funny. I mean, that's so fucked up, but that is funny in that moment. Fluid's my gender. Hey, it's not gay, so it's legal. Sounds like the issues with government housing in the US would apply there. Not the greatest company. As an MB person myself, it's always half gay. Singapore is only good if you're a rich straight male. Yeah. You also have to deal with kiasu people, of a person having a grasping or selfish attitude arising from a fear of missing out on something. No, Singapore is one of those things where it's like, they've got no crime. They've got fucking provided housing. Oh shit, that's the place to go. And it's like, no, hold on, hang on. You gotta look stuff up a bit. Also, it's not just for you. You can't just move to Singapore and get this. As very much for their citizens. Yeah, free so, but an extreme low. It's always been the Philippines, South Korea, Ulsan, Busan, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen, China, for me. Free housing, spends entire income on internet speed. No, I don't think Singapore is like final destination place to live. I 100% think like Norway, Finland, Denmark, there's one I'm forgetting. There's one that I'm like, why can't I think of it right now? Ireland, Netherlands, Denmark, Finland, Sweden, Switzerland. Those are peak. Yeah. Isn't Singapore the country that also death penalties petty drug crimes? I am not sure on that one. Are they? Okay.
They're very strict.
Always wanted to live in those places. Me when the aerial scanner covering a 3 km diameter picks up the bacteria, my sneeze polluting the pure Singaporean air, I go home with a $500 fine. Providing housing to prevent homelessness works consistently. Provides so many knock-on improvements to society. Idiots. This will never work. These people just want free shit. They'll all be turned into crack dens. You'll see any day now. Any day now. Dude, it's crazy, Zvi. Because, like, people have done the math. People have done the metrics. And it's like, hey, homelessness is actually expensive. Having homeless people in your city degrades the value of everything, creates a big mess, and, like, you know, increases crime a lot. So you have to pay, like, you just across the board have to pay more. Alternatively, we could pay like 1 or 2 programs and have, like, you know, just build affordable apartment complexes and just put homeless people in those, and it's less money. You'll pay less taxes. And it's like, people will be like, no, they can't have free stuff. Okay, so you understand that you are going to pay more in taxes. You specifically are paying more to make sure that homeless people don't have houses. Yes, this is the right. And it's like, oh my God. I've had that conversation with 2 people, and like, they just can't get over the fact of, they can't have a free house though. They got to work for it. And it's like, what is wrong with you? Hi, Stocking. Good job with walk today. Thailand, Netherlands, those are peak. Just don't do petty drugs. Singapore, Malaysia, bad places to be drug smugglers. Good job with the walk today. Meanwhile, here in Germany, it's all garbage. I have to go to Germany someday to get Black Sclera done. We'll never go back for real. I can't wait to move to Japan and live my dream anime. Humble Japanese home with a Japanese waifu life. Yulind, I have an idea. It won't work, but it'll be funny. Give the homeless shotguns. No. Just a simple side-by-side. No. The system's scammy, so it's unfair, so it doesn't scam you. Dude, I hate that mentality. I had to have college debt, so it's not fair that newer generations don't have college debt. And it's like, I hear that, and I just say, you're just a bad person. Anytime somebody says, like, I had to have college debt, so it's not fair that you don't, I just go, oh, you're a bad person then. They can't say no to people in homelessness, but deny them a home that contradicts one another. Yeah. They'll want them off the streets, though. Yeah. I hear that and go, okay, asshole. You know, I don't have college debt. I also don't have college debt. I spent about $107,000 on college. My parents paid the first $100,000. That was for my bachelor's degree. And then I went and got a second degree, and they were like, you're paying for that one. And that one was community college and a shit ton cheaper. Same, no college or uni debt. The goal is to make our nation the greatest nation in the world, except for the next generation. They have to figure it out for themselves. Nepo baby. Yeah, a little bit. Not even a little bit. Just, yeah. My parents made my life very fucking easy. I have college debt, no degree. That shit sucks. Homelessness. So many abandoned malls could be useful and helpful, but no. America is dumb and greedy, lol. It's crazy how, like, we found out that work from home just works for a lot of people. For a lot of people and a lot of businesses, they can just work from home. Oh, what are we going to do with all these empty office buildings? What if we converted them into apartments and, like, provided housing for people? And it's just like, nope. We need the housing market to stay expensive. We need to justify our sunken costs on these office buildings. Go back to work. Fuck you. 2 Ps. Why do you like walking, by the way? I kind of like just seeing the scenic route in video games. I like walking through an area and just seeing the environment. I don't like skipping over it with fast travel. And so anytime I'm playing a video game, I will typically not fast travel, and I'll enjoy just walking through an area from point A to point B. With walking on stream, I wanted to lose weight. I was 205 pounds at 5'7", and that was overweight, and so I wanted to lose weight, made a stream of it. The walking through video game environments is simply an expectation of, if nobody shows up, this will entertain me because I'll like seeing the environments. I don't really need the videos. I kind of just like them. Because now, you know, my chat's pretty active and I have you guys to talk to. Did you try running? I didn't. I feel like that'd be really stupid because I'm in a VR headset on a treadmill. I don't know if you've ever walked around blindfolded, but you're gonna smack into shit, and if you're on a treadmill, you're gonna fucking fall unless you're literally anchoring yourself and holding on to something the whole time. This headset costs like $800, $900. I'm not really, I want to be careful with it. So no, I have not tried running. Work from home is super cool for jobs that can function remotely. My friend is way more productive and can also make time for social meetups more. Dante's Inferno walking stream win? Never. Amnesia the Dark Descent walking stream win? Never. And then there are amazing veterans who build tiny homes to combat homelessness when the U.S. fails to support even them. Yeah, and then they shut them down. And then they find them and they're like, you can't build tiny homes. Those are out of code. Bulldoze them. I thought you were in a VR headset on a futon? No. What? I mean, what? I walk on a treadmill. And then when I sit down, I'm in a beanbag. And then when I take a nap, I'm on a futon. Quest Pro, but yeah, be careful. I have a Vive Pro. Until I have a big screen beyond. Have you tried sprinting with a 10-pound weight strapped to your skull while talking to 10 people? No, I can't say that I have. You back-to-back meetings? What? Dante's Inferno. Alien Isolation VR walking stream went? Never! I can't do beanbags. Every time they hurt my back so bad. They hurt my back if I stay in them for too long. I used to fall asleep in this beanbag all the time, Giraffe. And I can't do that anymore because it fucking shatters my back. Now, I sit in it like this at the end of my stream. I might sit in it in VR nights where I'm not falling asleep, but I never fall asleep in it anymore. Are we old? Yes. I thought you were a really vivid hallucination. I said that to Oni yesterday. Oni was playing Final Fantasy VII and he got to the point where Sephiroth makes Cloud hallucinate like crazy, and Cloud beats the shit out of Aerith. And I was like, Oni, I'd let you beat the shit out of me if you were having delusional hallucinations, and I'd thank you for it. And he was like, you're unhinged, Yulind. What is wrong with you? We love our toxic yaoi couples. Walking from Frosthaven Rock to Land's End Beach Wend? Where is Land's End Beach? Also never. I have very little interest of doing a video that's like across different zones. The videos I've done in WoW are very much like contained within one zone. So we have the Winter Spring zone that goes from, I think it starts at the Furbolg Hollow, and then it goes to the southern end of Winter Spring, you know where the gorge is, and then it goes up to Frostsaber Rock. Cute, LOL. Notes. I got distracted from my notes. I recorded Southern Stranglethorn Vale. I need to edit that today. I started Miltina. I bought Miltina. I have that in Unity. I have my hair on Miltina. I have set up the blend shapes that I kind of like for, you know, my Yulind aesthetic. Yuli question. I have an answer for you. I saw a video yesterday of... You want round face Miltina? No. Oh shit, I actually have to finish my Miltina. I have 160k points. What do I do with them, Yulind? You pay your taxes for 2,000, and then tomorrow you redeem an outfit for whatever you want me to walk in that day. Or the face I have, flat chest Miltina. It is flat chest Miltina. It's the beach south of Gaping Chasm. That little beach that sandwiches Valley of the Watchers between it and the Gaping Chasm. Guy. Can you just do zones? Like, you're naming the specific areas in World of Warcraft. I'm like, I don't fucking know what these are. Taxes at 90%. The Gaping Chasm. I don't know where that is. That makes me think of the Winter Spring Chasm, but you're trying to name a place that's at the southern peak, or southern tip of Alamdor, which I don't think there's one in Tenaris. I don't think there's a beach in Oldham. A dude proposed to his girlfriend. Eiffel, you telling me you picked the Booba Booth model? Yes, I liked its flat chest options. It's in Tenaris? The Gaping Chasm's in Tenaris. Okay. Eiffel. I watched a video of a guy propose to his girlfriend. And it was on a boat. They like went out onto a lake in a rowboat, and it shows him holding the ring. And there's quote, like a quote that says, she said yes, and then everybody in the comments was putting, because of the implication. It was like, oh god. Miltina's pretty malleable to make whatever you want. It's in tinnitus. She just also has fat ass tits that sit well. This is how I know Full isn't like booth pilled at all. There is multiple versions of Miltina Full. And there's specifically a flat chest version that just has a flat chest. You only ever see the big tits version, because that's what you and your friends like. You mean the Lollytina? What? No, it's Miltina. See, I'd get them smaller personally. Huh? Yulind, someone took a nice ass screenie of me over the weekend at Basement? Oh, hell yeah. Like 1/4 the current size? Oh, okay. Smaller than what you have on your model. I thought you were saying like smaller than flat chest Miltina. I was like, you can't go concave noodles. You can't do that. Home Depot installs parking curbs instead of speed bumps. 2 arrested for the Louvre jewel theft. Well, I can, but it's not right. I saw a funny post, right? Yeah, I was just gonna stop reading it, Cairo. I should do that. That sounds funny. I saw this guy who posted, I just asked if they could take the blood donation from the blood bank out of my left arm instead of my right arm because I have a bowling tournament later tonight. And they responded with, so I guess we don't have to ask the question about your active sex life. Holy shit. Which is like, dude, what the fuck, man? And then I sent you a DM. Okay. Oku sent me the picture. Oku, I can't show that on stream. Good lord. Good. Jesus Christ. Okay, it took me a second to realize what I was looking at in the second screenshot. I remember this, Oku, but Jesus. At what point did I ever ask you to show the pics on stream? The fuck? You didn't. You didn't. That's my knee-jerk reaction to talk about people that send me stuff. They can't just say that. That's actually a toxic move. Yeah, but Oku can send it to me and I'll show it on stream. No, you won't. I actually do have a bit of good news. Mississippi. Mississippi was ranked 50th for education. It was the not good education state for quite some time. They were handedly the worst. In the past 5 years, they've basically flipped that around and became one of the best states in regards to education. And they've changed a bunch of rules. Number one is a focus on reading comprehension. A lot of states have made it so that, they can't hold you back unless the parent consents to it. And, obviously the parents never consent to this. So you get students just moving up in grades without getting smarter. Mississippi has done the opposite of this. They basically said, if you cannot read by the end of 4th grade, you just stay there. You cannot go to the 5th grade unless you have a certain level of reading comprehension. And so, at all stages of education, there's a strong focus on reading comprehension now, because, it goes back on the teacher and the school if they're not. So, right from the get-go, grade 1, grade 2, they're, working toward teaching them how to read, because that affects, the school. It affects their funding. Are they going to enforce it? It's not a matter of going to enforce it. They already have. They've already made this change. They've already jumped to one of the top states for education. They are already seeing massive improvements here. Their funding is based on the bottom 25%, how many students are held back. And so it's they've just provided a lot of incentives to teach reading comprehension and not hold kids back, or not want kids to be held back. And they've based graduating, grade to grade on being able to read. School 3rd grade, your son isn't doing his math homework. We're going to hold him back. Mom, okay. I don't get that joke. But no, that's really cool. This state that was known for really poor education is turning it around, and now they're getting much better education. That's a really good thing. That's awesome. If I were to find a lifelong goal I would ever want to achieve, it would be to break the high school college pipeline instilled in American culture. No idea how I would do it though. Yeah. I wouldn't say that would be my lifelong goal. I very much, if there's one change I would change in America, it'd be the Paris Accord and our focus on sustainability and climate change. The global climate God damn it, I just said cock. The global climate clock is very, very scary to me. I don't like thinking about that. But the high school college pipeline, that's pretty fucking up there too. What were you gonna say? Ugh. I should go. Thanks for streaming, even though I missed the whole thing. Bye, Stocking. Have a good one. Always with cock in mind. Have a good nap afterwards. Stay comfy. I'm about to take a nap. I'm definitely tired and ready for one. But okay. Where do we go? I move this here. Move that here. Hi, Wolf. One of these days I get to invade Yulind's walks. I can't wait for it. Sleep well, femboy. Love. I'd make it so that everyone has an equal chance at an education. Kids with neuro disabilities get a little more help in understanding that they don't understand like math. Right, but like how? How are you doing that? It's one thing to say like, oh yeah, I want to do this, but like it's another to like make that happen, right? What is this person doing? The farmer was replaced. What the fuck is that? There's so many good targets. There's so many good targets. We could go to Tyrus. Let's go there. Tyrus rated us a little bit ago. And I like them. They're playing New World. They're the only person I know that plays New World. I don't have a treadmill. Wolf, you don't need one. One, you can just hang out. And two, I've actually got some friends that walk in place like psychos. It'd be so cool. It would be so cool. I just like it when people hang out with me, Wolf. I'll give you a little secret. This stream, it's all about me. This is for my exercise. And the people that are like, you know, in chat, joining me in the world, if they want to exercise too, hell yeah, great. But I just care about them entertaining me while I exercise. I'm on my second energy drink. This will be 450 mg so far today. Stop! We were literally talking about how bad you are at sleeping earlier. I also enforce a know your student policy. Read a VR chat booty streamer. Wow. Be so cool. I like the idea a lot, but I don't have room in my room for one. Zippy. You don't need one, Wolf. I'm falling asleep at my desk right now. I want to get in for nap time. I'd love to have you, but also I'm like, wait, can you? Where am I putting this? Right there. Whoa. Thank you for the socials, Logitech. I'm on the clock for 3 more hours, unless I manage to sneak away. Oku, I wish you had what I had when I was work from home. In that, it didn't matter when I got my time in, it was just, you know, be on the clock for 8 hours. So I could, like, work for 5 hours and then go, you know what, I'm fucking tired. And then I could just, you know, go to bed. Clock out, just not be on the clock for 5 hours, and then wake up and be back. Flash raid Tyrus. They're playing New World. Socials. This music is so ethereal. I love this. This is one of my favorite sleeping maps. Don't sneak. I love it. Greenland. Greenland. Rest. I'm gonna say something about something and I forgot. Fucking forgot. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 5.8 miles. Today we're probably gonna hang out with Kyra while they stream. I think they are a little exhausted from an exciting weekend they had. And so they wanted to just vibe out and play Katamari. We might do like an hour of Mon Hun and then Katamari. I don't know. Oh hi Hamburger. But yeah, that's my plans for today. I will try to do a new walking video for tomorrow because I don't think we hit beach day. I'm gonna work more on Miltina. I might need to do something about the vest. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, maybe Blue Twitch. Have a good day, Yulind. Thank you, Yulind. let's go watch New World. The game is a lot better than when it first launched. And Tyrus can answer questions about it. I love you. Bye. Okay.